the Ron and Fez Show. And I'm your announcer, Mikey D. And now, let's introduce your hosts. The guys who think the NFL owes the New York Giants a do-over. Here they are, Ron Bennington, Fez Watley, Radio Special Team.
A little more cowbell. Bastard people. That's what you are. You stink. Jiggity.
Oh, buddies. It's the Ron and Fez Show. Live.
Finally.
In the brand new year.
The 2003 Ron and Fez.
We're back from Paris and we're live.
And just adoring it.
Yeah. Oh, sure. It's so odd to get back here to the States. Everything's a little different. New theme music, Fez. What do you think?
I'm liking it.
You know what it is? It's the new Quentin Tarantino film music that is sure within a couple of months everybody will be using.
So we'll go ahead and just start now.
Because every time Tarantino comes out with a movie, he always has the best music.
So this is from Kill Bill.
Yeah, Kill Bill. I like it, too.
Finally, the stinking oddities.
I know, we get rid of those stupid oddities. Later on, we'll shake some other things off that have been bothering us over the past year.
Those lame-ass juggalos.
Yeah.
The ICP.
And, Hawk, don't be so quick to take your coat off. It's all new changes in 2003. Or as Billy tells me, it's the year of Billy.
Oh, God, I have to put up with that all day.
Yeah.
Someone must have gotten a blow dryer for Christmas, because I love the new haircut.
Well, I'm glad you said dryer, because I know he didn't get the other thing for Christmas. unless he's thin enough to do it to himself.
That ain't happening.
Billy comes in with the puffiest, stupidest Greg Brady hair. 2003 is the year of death.
He's grown a mustache. He's got new hair.
Yeah.
It looks like someone beat the living F out of Mark Gastineau.
Seriously. He all became, you look at him. He's the middle-aged guy with poofy blow-dry hair and a mustache. He all came in with but having a 10-year-old dink sitting there. He literally looks like Aqualung, ready to leap out and grab a kid. It's a new year for him. Every new year for Billy is like getting out of rehab. It's that fresh feeling.
I don't understand why the people, and not to be mean to Billy right out of the get here.
Yeah, we're not going to do that.
But the people that really should have the least to look forward to.
Right.
Always think it's going to be their year.
I know. You want to say to them, hey, you had 44 bad years. What makes you think 45 is going to be a shining jewel? It ain't going to happen for you, big dog.
What is the turnaround?
Yeah. It's like Manson hopping up and saying, this is my year. Hey, that story's been written, my man. You're in your own little prison, whatever it is.
You're going to need more than a mustache and a permanent wave to get over your losses. 877-692-1027.
Fezzy, I just want to say congratulations and thank you to the Jets and to the Giants. Sorry,
gents. Sorry. That was quite the scene yesterday.
Yeah.
Jets, again, thank you very much. At the end of regular season, knocking off the Packers, helping the Bucks get that first round bye.
Mm-hmm. They did everything for the Bucks.
And then the Jets in their first round playoff game, just proving us so right about Tony Dungy.
Exactly. Thank you very much.
Thank you. You're 2 weeks in a row.
To see Tony Dungy with little pursed lips and not to be involved in it in any way felt fantastic to me.
It's what Ronnie and I have always said. And Tony Dungy done an offensive touchdown in the past 3 playoffs now.
Right.
And now, congratulations, Indianapolis. You have a coach and a quarterback who can't win in the playoffs.
Beautiful.
You're set. Your future's set. You stink.
And a city that you had to name after the state or nobody would know where it was. You know, I'll tell you, out of all the cities in America, that one would be the toughest one to find on a map if they didn't tell you where it was. Because you're not quite sure. Indianapolis. Somewhere in between Ohio and Chicago.
Isn't there somewhere?
That's their whole thing. It's a short ride to other places that are dull.
Please, fly into our airport.
Yeah.
On your way to other fun spots.
It's a great layover. Indianapolis. Layover for a weekend. Well, they're out, but the Giants, Mikey D, I know you're a big Giants fan.
Yeah, man, that was a rip. That was just a rip. I can't believe they didn't call the pass interference on Siebert?
Well, yeah, it doesn't matter what his name is, but wait not to take any responsibility yourself. Yeah, you guys are so far out ahead of it. Then a Foster clock at the end of the game, a simple chip shot, and yet you're still bitching about the refs.
The end of that game looked like a rollerball.
Yeah.
It looked like roller derby out there.
Well, flags were flying, so I thought, okay, listen, there's going to be offsetting penalties, or there's something going on here. And then, you just have everybody walking on the field, and I knew that was it.
Well, I know you're a Giants fan, but if it makes you feel any better, the NFL has apologized. Yes, it was pass interference. There was an eligible receiver. He had reported, I guess, before the game.
Right.
But it's like no one who's ever, no woman who's been raped is going to be feeling better about just an apology.
Can they play it over again?
You should be saying,
that last play.
We're not going to have a do-over.
I think both teams should be disqualified, and Tampa Bay gets another bye into the NFC Championship.
I have no problem with that.
Check the rule book. See if that's not in there.
All right, we'll open up the phone lines tonight, but that was a tough break. But in the meantime, you should have held on to that huge lead.
Yeah, you can't blame losing a 24-point lead over one bad call.
Yeah. And why is the whole defense mouth breathing at the end of the game? Be in some kind of shape. I look over the last 3 drives, and they're just like a fat lady climbing a mountain. They were in terrible shape.
Still, they should have called that penalty.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what they're there for. I don't understand why the refs don't see that.
Because no one expected it. It was such a crazy... And when I saw, okay, that's definitely pass interference, then I see the number 62. I'm going, what the hell were they doing? They're running around like children at the end there.
Talk about a panic.
Yeah.
It looked like a building was on fire and people were trying to push their way out over old folks to get out.
All right, here is John. John, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, John.
Hey, guys.
Hey, buddy.
Glad to hear you live.
It's good to be here.
I had a nightmare that you guys were taking off.
Well, you never know. Nightmares can always come true.
That Giant game was horrible to watch. I couldn't believe it. I thought I was in the Twilight Zone or something.
It really was. When you really sat back and went, the game's over, and then you see them drive down, you go, hey, you guys better pay attention. Start using a little ball control here, control the clock. And then it just keeps happening and happening.
How many 2-point conversions do the Giants give up?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I didn't like that Fossil took Tiki Barber out in the early third quarter, I guess trying to rest him and put Dane in, and the ball goes off his hands and there's an interception.
No, that was in the beginning. That was in the first quarter.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, that was in the first quarter.
Thanks for being a huge fan, John.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, right.
All right, buddy. I mean, if you're a Giants fan, you did feel like, I won the game, it's over, I'm home free, and then this happens to you.
Well, I'm sitting back, it's 38-14. I'm saying, this is it. We've got it made. And then I see, the 49ers doing that. But then, again, that last play, they have to come up with something that if the refs blow it, there's got to be a do-over somewhere along the line.
But there's no do-over. I don't know where this has ever happened in the history of sports. They'd still be playing the Fiesta Bowl. That was a ripoff too.
Yeah,
but
definitely.
But you know what? University of Miami should not have been in that position. The Giants should not have been in that position. They should have locked that game up.
And for as much as they show Fossil screaming on the sidelines, that last drive, what the F went on with the penalties? And Williams pushed the referee out of the way to get into a fight.
Sean Williams, Sean Williams, right? He almost blew it for them, but at least they got a good kickoff return.
And you know what, Terrell Owens, everybody knows you got to contain this guy. Why do you put the Anna Kournikova of the NFL on him?
Yes,
that was impossible. He couldn't do it. He was out of his league. You can't find another guy on the team. Nobody can help out. You're leaving Terrell open the whole game.
Yeah, Seahorn isn't one of my favorites, but I still...
Maybe that's because you don't appreciate beauty.
Well, maybe.
Why do they boo everything that's beautiful? That's what I want to know. Jason Seahorn.
Here's Tom. Tom, you're on Ron and Fez. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, Tommy.
What's up, boys? 8423, welcome back.
Good to be here, my friend.
I just wish, like Mikey and all the Giants fans, just shut up. They lost. Stop crying. Stop making excuses. Stop saying they should have a do-over. The most retarded thing I've ever heard. Dude, just get the D out of your A and move on. That's
all right, Tom, you're a Jets fan?
No, I'm a Jets fan, yeah, but, it's just... I'm just so sick of it. The team loses. It's their fault they lost. They were ahead by so much, and they blew it. It's no one's fault but their own. Like you said, they blew it.
Yeah, but they had a shot to win it at the end, and the refs blew it.
But before you said, you know what, the refs blew it, but then, so was the snap, so was the holder. Mikey, let's take some personal responsibility.
But if there was a defensive pass interference, they would have gotten an extra play to try to get in there.
I understand, but do you realize we should have never gotten to that point? You should have held your lead. Then when you get a simple chip shot, you take it. Well, they fell apart.
And why does an entire team panic when it's third down? They kept talking about the fire drill afterwards. Why don't you know the situation that you're in? You're kicking on third down. Yeah, the clock's going to run out. But they're putting the ball into the ground and getting fourth down.
Jimmy Johnson was screaming after the game like he was the coach of the Giants. Screaming, what was that guy doing?
Pounding on the desk.
Now, all over, when that game was over, it was such a shock. And then I turned around to the people I was watching the game with going, right now, wives are being hit all over the New York metro area. Women are being punched in the eye as we speak.
I was screaming. Poor Lene had to run into a room because I was just cursing.
You were going to hurt a baby.
Oh, I was just going, don't get near me. Everybody get away from me.
You said that to your daughter?
Oh, yeah.
How old is she?
Nice.
She's 5.
This is the same daughter you put in a tiger cage, right?
Now, you realize at 5, she doesn't even understand sports.
She actually watched the game with me.
Oh, don't act like she knows why Daddy's a maniac.
Well, she may not know that.
Meantime, he didn't have his pants on for the whole game. Of course she knows Daddy's a maniac. Next time I talk to her, I'm going to talk about touching where the bathing suit is, too. It shouldn't be done.
She needs to learn about that now.
Here is John. John, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, John.
Boys.
Yeah.
Thank God you're back.
It's good to be back.
Listen, if they weren't going to let us have a do-over, why'd they bother telling us about it?
Yeah, that's right. Why does the NFL come out the next day and say, oh, we were wrong? What good does that do?
I understand.
That just makes me more pissed.
I understand that you grew up... I understand that you guys grew up in the biggest, most powerful city in the world, but no one has ever gotten a do-over in football.
I want a do-over.
There's not going to be There's not going to be a do-over.
What do you want to do over, the whole game or the last play?
That last play.
All right. So you want to
line everybody up.
You want to take everybody up, take the chip shot.
Go to 6 seconds and do it again, baby. I don't see why not. In hockey, if the goal goes over and they don't see it, they actually go back and if the goal goes in.
Good. Well, you know what? If you like hockey, put on your Rangers jersey.
I don't know.
Because football season is over, my friend.
I guess for the Giants it is.
Why don't you get a Jets jersey and jump on that bandwagon?
I guess I'm going to have to.
So the NFL shouldn't have said, no, there was a mistake.
They should have said nothing.
Just kept it to themselves.
Yeah.
Here's Jay. You're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Jay.
Yeah.
Let's shake it up a little bit.
All right, shake it up.
Shake it up. Listen, my son's Pop Warner team is better than the Giants right about now. They're nothing but choke artists, Mikey. Let's call a spade a spade.
Earl's here, so I don't want to do that.
Yeah, that's not the new year.
People are so scared.
You get the first one, Jay.
Nice.
You get the first one for that spade a spade thing. And then I'd call you a name, but Earl's here.
Ah, but that's all right. Me and Earl are the same. But anyway.
Yeah.
What's up with Anacornicova, man? He threw water and hit a kid? If I was the father?
Oh, no, that's the other Anacornicova.
Well, you know
Shockey.
Shockey,
who, thank you very much. Shockey sees himself as beautiful, but really isn't.
Wasn't he asking for courage in The Wizard of Oz, Jeremy Shockey? He looks just like Bert Lahr.
I thought that he was living under Central Park and being nice to the beauty.
He's the beast. But he thinks he's beautiful. And yeah, hit a fat kid with a glass of ice water.
How could you miss that kid? Did you see him? Literally, you couldn't miss that kid.
When he missed another end zone catch on third down, he gets mad, goes over to the sidelines, grabs a cup of ice water, throws it behind him without looking, hits a fat kid in the stands.
Where's the discipline on that team? I see them punting helmets.
Yeah.
They're hitting everything but the 49ers at the end of that game.
Yeah, the other tight end, Campbell, he was kicking helmet right out.
Where's Fossil?
Yeah.
For all the yelling he does, why is there no control on the sidelines?
I don't
What
know.
happens with that team? You ever sit on a lead in your life? 24 points. Sit on it.
Happened to the Browns.
Well, good. Do you want to move to Cleveland?
No.
Is that who you want to be? You want to be Cleveland?
No.
You want a lifetime of pain like they've lived with?
All right, since Cleveland and Pittsburgh were on first, don't you think that would have been a clue that a team can come back on you?
Especially at home?
Yeah, but they didn't have that last shot.
Oh, yeah, it all comes back
Yes,
to the
they
last shot.
did. He had to get up off his knees to get to the
Oh,
sideline.
that's right. He was running in the well, I mean, that's clear cut.
No, not in Cleveland. They're yelling do-over today. Here's Ian. Ian, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ian.
What's up, buddy?
Hey, buddy.
How you doing?
Good, buddy. Go ahead.
Great to have you back.
Good to be
Yeah, I
here.
wanted to talk about Terrell Owens in that little spat. I think it was between him and Michael Strahan, if you saw it.
When Strahan made him look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, exactly. Made him look at the scoreboard and then basically didn't show up for the rest of the game.
Right. What I love that Terrell actually stopped and looked at it.
Yeah.
And
Damn it, you're right. You are winning.
Damn, I thought we were ahead there for a
And
second.
the thing is, nobody can stand Terrell Owens, but he and Garcia, just absolutely, they just lit him up in the second.
Well,
and then,
what would you do if you had Anna Kournikova guarding you? You're going to break free, too.
And then also, my last point is that last unsportsmanlike when I guess he hit the guy laid out of bounds and then basically give him that forearm shiver to the back of the head. I was thinking, he was looking to start a fight or something.
Oh, yeah.
Because
everything got crazy.
Yeah.
Somebody's going to actually get fined by the end of it.
Yeah, absolutely. He's got to get fined for that. He's a troublemaker, but man, that guy he's awesome. He's a great player, but oh well.
Well, thank you for being big enough to admit it, Ian, and not screaming do-over tonight.
Like a baby. Here's Andrew. Andrew, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hi, Andrew.
Hey, boys. I never thought I'd say this, but welcome back.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Tell Mikey D not to worry. I heard Fossil signed Lucy and Charlie Brown for the special teams next year.
Well, that may not be a bad idea.
That's a rough one.
I don't know.
All I can hope is that the Niners exhausted themselves from running up so many points, and that they're too tired to play Tampa Bay on Sunday.
Fezzy, I'm just afraid that you and I will be yelling do-over next week. Like a
That'll be our turn.
We'll be sitting there like a moron like Rory, who watched both his adopted teams get the ass effed out of him.
That was the best Sunday ever, thinking about Rory, whose Dolphins, his mighty Dolphins, who not only went in as the division leaders, had it all season long, not only lost the division, lost out of even going to the playoffs.
Here's the kind of person I can't stand that Rory is. Did he grow up in Miami? No. Has he ever lived in Miami?
No.
Has he lived in Green Bay? He picks two teams for himself.
Right.
that basically probably have some of the best percentage of over the last 15 years.
Front runners.
And yeah, he's the front runner boy, and that's his teams. Mm-hmm. Yet he's never been there, but he walks around with his Dolphin gear on. When that's not working out for him, he puts on his Brett Favre hat. And I was so happy that both your teams took it in the can.
Yeah, it was a very, very sad day for me.
Why? You didn't grow up there. You have no connection to these cities.
Why should you be sad?
Because it was 8 hours of just, humiliating defeat.
And then Saturday night, as Michael Vick goes to work in Lambeau. I'm sorry, isn't that what the Packers wanted? The frozen tundra, below freezing, a snowstorm, a blizzard, to play this indoor team, the Falcons?
They never lost there.
I know.
That entire team needs to be checked for HIV because they were moving slow. I would test them.
I swear, some sort of transfusion.
That was a lethargic team. But let's get back to this. There's no reason for you to care. Why don't you just become a Nicaragua basketball fan? It's nothing to do with you.
You've never been there.
I just always liked those two teams,
Yes, of course you did, because you're a front runner.
Yeah, but it's been for a while.
Last 3 years, you've been a Lakers fan.
They got a good team, too.
Hey, look how easy it would be to do a sports show. You're just yelling at people, and you're just taking...
All right.
It would be so easy when this thing goes sports next week.
Piece of cake.
Yeah. All right, it's all sports with Ron and Fez. We'll be back talking about your New York Jets and your New York Giants.
And
with the Ron and Fez Show.
Ron and Fez, building the comedy pyramid.
Boy, if we could get to be the U.S. rep for these summer games,
we should be able to beat them with the right slogan.
Olympics in New York. We promise not to have any events in Staten Island.
The Olympics in New York. Take home the gold or somebody's wallet.
New York, 2012. The smell of urine in the streets will support our athletes.
New York, we got your Olympics right here.
Right here, buddy.
New York, release the pigeons, let the games begin.
Oh, that's beautiful.
New York, you're lucky if we use a starter pistol.
All right, here's some of the answer feedback. Irish Tom says, in New York City, we're running from the police as an Olympic sport.
New York, welcome to Hymietown.
Reverend Jackson will be at the opening ceremony.
He didn't mean that. You know that, Fezzy.
New York, let our mafia show you how to fix the game.
New York, you see what I'm saying? 100-meter swimming with the fishes. New York, 2012. Come on, that chick's already made up the shirt.
New York, 2012. We'll win the gold or give you crabs trying. Comes to the Olympics, stay for the cook and the horse.
New York, 2012. All right, you stepped in it. Wipe it on the curb and stop bitching.
Hey, with the gold medal, you get a fake Rolex.
New York Olympics 2012. After it's over, take home some of your relatives.
The Ron and Fez comedy pyramid, built by the best callers in radio.
The Ron and Fez Show, back from the winter break. Brand new 2003 live.
Yes, it is, Fezzy. Talking a little football tonight on WNEW Sports. It's going to be a lot of fun following the Jets to see how high people are right now. And I heard someone say the other day that Chad Pennington is the greatest young quarterback since Michael Vick. And I'm
really?
Man, Michael Vick really did not have an extended run there before. And I heard Joe Namath say the other day, and I'm not kidding, he's like a young me.
This really?
Yeah. He literally said he's like a young me.
He won one big game.
Now, Billy, of course, big Jets fans. Let's bring him in. Let him crow a little bit.
The Jets, by the way, they are the late Sunday game going to Oakland to face the Raiders. Raiders giving up 6 points, 6-point favorite in that game.
This is a tough game, Billy, but the way you guys have played the last couple of weeks, you got to feel excited, right?
Look, they're peaking at the right time. They're going to the black hole where they actually have won before.
Yeah.
And they don't fear the Raiders this time. Don't fear the Raiders at all. We're going to go in there and we're going to kick a little ass.
How you feeling, big man? Because we sat down and watched the Chicago Jets game with you. And you were just beside yourself. You knew they were out of the playoffs completely.
Well, I had lost a little hope at that point, Fez. It really didn't look good. But then I started looking at the scenarios, and I said, you know what, this can happen. So I never really gave up. And then when I watched that Miami Pats game, and I was like, okay, everything's falling into place here.
Sure.
Everything.
Thanks to Miami for that.
Yeah.
Talk about somebody who can't hold on to a lead.
Throughout the entire season.
Now, ironically, if Miami would have won, both the Miami and Pats would have been in, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
right.
So they screwed themselves and the Dolphins. I love it.
I know. New England actually hurt themselves by winning.
Yep.
How stupid.
Ridiculous.
If only they would have known that before, if their game was the second game, and they're out there counting the lights.
Then you get those West Coast teams, Denver and San Diego, and they're out before their games even start.
Yep, it would have been
because of Cleveland beating Atlanta and New England beating the Dolphins.
Yeah, the hardest part was watching that first game because knowing is like this game could the 4 o'clock Jet game could mean nothing.
Yeah, right.
And that really sucked. I got my Jet shirt on and I'm cheering, and I'm like,
why do you feel the need to put a shirt on at home? I never understand that.
It's just a tradition. I've always done it.
Yeah, that's okay for kids. Now you're an adult.
Big kid at heart, Ronnie.
When the Jets were playing the Packers and the Buccaneers needed the Jets to win, I'm emailing Billy back and forth. I'm in Florida, and
all effed up.
Oh, just wrecked,
just whacked out.
So I told Billy, I go, I will be the biggest Jets fan this weekend, hoping they beat the Packers. Billy writes me back, wear something green, and as I responded, they're playing the Packers, you ass face.
No, that's not it, Fezzy. He thinks every day is St. Patrick's Day when he's drinking. All right, here's Ian. Ian, you're on the Ron and Fez show. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, Ian.
Oh. Hey, guys, 23742.
All right, pal.
Welcome back. It's been a...
I couldn't find the hole. It's been so long.
That's nice to hear that again. Tell you, the end of that game, the Giants game, and by the way, I'll just say right now, my brother's a Jets fan, and for his sake, I'm hoping the Jets go all the way.
I like New Yorkers who don't suddenly get mad that the other team's in the playoffs.
Hey, I
think that's wrong. Sorry, go ahead.
No, that's right.
You're being classy, Ian.
I have to live with the guy. Anyway, that Giants game had an awful WWF ending feel to it.
It had a WW2 ending feel.
Telling you, I was just taken back to that Jericho Triple H when the referee had to come back and change the ending or he was going to get his butt beat for the rest of the year.
Yeah, I know. That's true. All right, see you later, man.
Take care, guys. Welcome back.
There was a lot of things that looked fixed this weekend.
Here, I know, it did. It looked like this thing was being managed out of Vegas. Greg, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Greg.
Hey, buddies. How are you?
Hey, my buddy.
Good to see you guys back.
Good.
I just wanted to say, since this is a new format, what do you think of the Eagles? And, by the way, after the Giants.
When we get on in Philly, we'll talk about the Eagles all the time, but until then, no.
The Eagles, the Saturday night game against the Falcons, Donovan McNabb is back, and the Eagles, Ronnie, 7.5-point favorites right from the start.
Man, I almost feel like taking that bet, but
that's a lot of points.
That's a lot. I know, but these things have all. Here's the thing. Part of you, Fuzzy, you want Atlanta to win because Tampa Bay cannot beat the Philadelphia Eagles. Period.
True. They would have to go to Philly again,
and I don't care where they play. They can't beat that team. They're going to have to pull off the impossible. And yet they know.
They're cheer for the Atlanta and Michael Vick.
And Michael Vick, of course, the biggest offensive weapon. They keep saying of all time. Although, except for when he plays Tampa, then he gets shut down like a little girl.
That's what you want.
Yeah. Here's James. James, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, James.
Hey, buddies.
Hey, buddy.
Listen, I just, first of all, 18725.
Yeah, there you go, pal.
Hey, buddy. Listen, I just literally had deep scaling done to my gums. I got out about 45 minutes ago. It was a cakewalk compared to watching the end of that game yesterday.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what Fossil looked like? The substitute teacher who lost control of the class.
It's not like it's not happened to him earlier this season. That you can't hold on for a win.
All right, listen, stay gold.
Stay gold, pony boy. Stay gold.
Stay gold, pony boy. Stay gold.
That's actually how I see the Jets right now. As the Graces. The little kids from the bad side of the town doing better and better every year.
They're going to prove they're worth something.
Of course, the Socias, the Giants,
they got theirs.
Yeah, it didn't all work out for them. They got stabbed and left inside a water fountain.
With the blood filling up the fountain. And a kid just shivering, holding a knife.
I like the way Vinny Testaverde has turned this around and act like this is the best thing ever happened to him.
What?
He's like, all I really want is a ring. And if this is my way of getting a Super Bowl ring, then I'm all for it. I'm like,
oh, go on eBay then.
Who says you'll get a ring? I would not even cut him in for money if I was on the team.
He now just, for some reason, relishes the role of being the wise mentor.
Yeah.
The teacher who taught that Chad Pennington everything he knows.
Right. Except for what, the stuff that Vinny knows, how to throw to the other team. If interceptions were completions, that guy'd be a Hall of Famer.
Panic when they rush you.
Here's Darren. You're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Darren.
Hey, how's it going? It's just great to be able to finally have the Jets in the playoffs after so many years. Every single season, it's just been like, they're going to do good, they're going to do good. And then all of a sudden, they're dead.
You know, they're not just in the playoffs. It's like record-setting stuff going on with them right now. They're kicking ass.
Yeah, all it took was just to get rid of Dusty Verdi, that old man, and get painted on it, and they're getting touchdowns, wins after wins. Right. I think they're going to take the whole thing.
All right, thanks.
I know. I had Indy plus 40 and still lost.
You know, now, hey, do you notice now we're suddenly getting those fast-talking, mumbling sports callers? You know, I was thinking, if we can run a test of Verdi, we find somebody in the punt return team that'll be able to do something like that. There's a kid out of Marshall right now that looks really, really good.
Those guys, people like that are having that conversation, whether they're calling the radio show or not.
Right. What I like, Sue and Fuzzy and I will do a mock draft.
Oh, nice. That's always fun.
That's always great radio, a mock draft. Here's
Hawk, you're on the clock.
Here's Hawk isn't going to be with us then. Noreen, you're on Ron and Fez. We're making big changes in 2003.
Thank goodness.
All positive ones.
Nice. Hi, Noreen.
Hey, Noreen.
24863 here.
Yeah, buddy.
You're welcome for the Jets beating Green Bay and putting you guys in home field.
Yeah.
The Giant fans, they're just so used to winning all the time. This happens to the Jets all the time. We're so far ahead sometimes, and the teams just come back and beat us. It's our history. But I'd like to see a Bucks-Jets Super Bowl.
That'd be great.
Yeah, that would be terrific. I just want to see the Bucks in there with anyone. You could say I want to see a Bucks-Hitler Super Bowl.
I'd love to see a Bucks-Hitler Super Bowl.
You know, I like people who sit around and talk about pain and not have been a Bucks fan for all these years. And it's stupid up as Fez and I to have been season ticket holders during the worst orange faggy years that you could possibly been there.
With the mascot on the side of the helmet, Bucko Bruce. A gay pirate with a knife in his mouth. Why wasn't it a PUD? Just design it to be a PUD.
For all practical purposes, they could have just put Fez's picture on the side of the helmet.
Yeah.
And off we march. All right, here is
the orange
Martin.
ball's a failure.
Martin, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Martin.
Hey, Ron and Fez, who was booking that football game? Dusty Rhodes?
What are you saying, fixed?
It had to be fixed.
You say the work was in?
Listen, I got to understand this now. If your toothbrush runs after the mailman, it might be a dog's ass.
All right, so see you later. I mean, we all heard the, reviews. What are you going to do about it? Fez, look who's on the line here from Monty Love.
Oh, nice.
You want what we got. You want what we got. You want what we got. Hey, Dola, what's happening, man? Hey, buddy.
What's going on, guys? I just want to send my condolences out to Monty. He's a huge Giant fan, and although I'm a Jet fan, my heart really goes out to him. It was a brutal loss.
You know, I heard Monty has not been out of his bedroom since.
Oh, no.
One of those guys that you have to knock on the door and go, hey, it's all right. And he's going, get away!
Yeah, miserable. He said it was worse than the loss that they took a few years ago in Minnesota.
Yeah,
that would hurt.
Pretty brutal stuff. One comment though, that Shockey kid, man, he is one big hammerhead, man.
I don't know. You know what? I'd like to have a team full of them. I really would.
Well, you know what? Chew on this, but I think if he was a black guy, things would be a little bit different. The media's all saying, oh, he's an intense player, blah blah blah. But you got guys like Keyshawn and Randy Moss doing the same thing. And it's like, you know what, act like you've been there before when you get into the end zone or whatever. And here's Shockey going off, and it's like, oh, he's intense, he's aggressive.
You know, I never have any problem with anybody who, I don't like too much dancing, like choreographed stuff.
Right.
But I never mind the guy who just jumps up and he's happy. Personally, I'm a Keyshawn fan.
Shockey will give you a performance whether he catches the ball or not.
Right. He'll be just as mad as himself and throwing ice water on fat kids.
All right, guys, let's go Jets.
All right, buddy.
Thanks, Dola.
We got some Monty Love playing right now, Fezzy. We haven't done this in a long time. Maybe the first of 2003.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Producer Mosh Pit. Producer Mosh Pit. Producer Mosh Pit.
Here they come. Hawks in there, Billy Staples, Rory, Harry Elvis, Wonder Boy, and Mikey D.
All right, All right, that's enough, boys.
There you go, boys.
Billy's
Nice
having a
work.
heart attack. I saw Monty the other day. I couldn't stay. When I went to an Air X show, Monty was playing much later, and I had to get home for, I think, the Jets game, as a matter of fact.
Right, yeah.
Some benefit they were doing down at the knitting factory downtown. I'm like a downtown guy now, Fuzzy. I'm a Tribeca guy.
Nice. Nice for you in 2003.
Yeah. Screamo punk at noon on a Saturday.
877-692-1027.
All right. Hey, we got something to give away out of the prize closet. Yeah, let's give something out of the prize closet. This is something that Fezzi actually came up with. It's a standing championship belt. And explain how it's done, Fezzi.
It's like if you took the NFL and applied the rules of professional wrestling to it. So the way we did this was New England, last year's Super Bowl champions. They're the world champs, Ronnie. You can't take that away from them.
Yeah, they're the champs.
Going into the season that just happened. So if you act like it's wrestling, and every time New England plays a game...
Or boxing.
Right. They defend their title.
Right.
All right. So New England starts the regular season as the world champs. They lose a game, that team that beat them is the world champs until someone beats them. So if you did all 17 weeks of the regular NFL season that way, who would actually be the world champions right now at the end of the regular season?
Okay, so that's going to be tough for people.
Right. So right now it's more or less, instead of a world title, it's more or less like a TV title.
Yeah.
So the TV championship, the TV title, being defended every week on television. It started off with New England. You got to think of who beat them first, and then so on and so forth. Who would be the TV champs? Who would have the TV title of the NFL right now?
All right, we'll open up the phone lines, 212-757-1027 or 877-692-1027. While we're waiting, let people try to figure that out. We got Monty Love on the line right now. We'll go to Monty. Monty, what's happening, buddy?
Hey, Monty.
Buddies.
Hey, buddy. Very, very tough loss for you, huh?
Dude, the worst. I mean, I've been a Giant fan for over 12 years.
Yeah.
The worst feeling, the worst game I've ever been a part of. Like I played, not like I played, but
right.
I've watched or seen. Worse than the Super Bowl, worse than the Minnesota 97, worse than the Flipper Anderson in 1989. Awful.
Well, I mean, you're already looking forward to Tampa Bay at that point. You're already thinking, okay, here's what we have to do. We're 24 points up. This will be nice. We'll come home. We'll celebrate for a day. We'll come back. We'll start looking at tapes at Tampa Bay. And then everything's gone.
I was thinking about it, with the, I thought Cleveland was going to win and Atlanta was going to win. I thought we were actually going to have the Jets and Giants playing the NFC and AFC championship game at home. We would have had to change the rules of the NFL.
That would have been great on that field.
Yeah, right.
On that turf.
All right, buddy. I'm sorry for you. We got to go do this contest. We'll talk to you later, Monty.
Good luck, guys.
Monty, and you're out of the bedroom now? You're okay?
I'm still in my boxers.
All right. Okay, I understand.
You're going to get through this.
It comes with time. It comes with time.
Hey, listen, we're only 7 months away from preseason.
All right, buddy. Safe.
All right. See you.
All right, let's go through this again, Fezzi.
All right. Who would be the TV title champion right now in the NFL if the season, when it started with the Patriots being champs, and then if you won the title and then lost it, by the end of the regular season, who would be the world champs?
Hey, Todd, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, hi, guys. 22598.
Hoo-ah!
My guess is Pittsburgh, but that's just for the contest.
All right. Here's
Sorry,
that's wrong. Here's Peter. You're on Ron and Fez.
Tennessee Titans.
Sorry
about
that. And I'm afraid Tennessee Titans will be the champs at the end of the year. Bobby, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Bobby.
Denver Broncos.
Sorry. Thanks for having your own music. That's always nice. Dan, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Dan.
Oakland Raiders.
Sorry. Here is David. David, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, David, what you got?
Hey, 14241.
Hoo-ah!
How about the Ravens?
The Ravens. Sorry. Here is Bobby. Bobby, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Bobby.
Hey, what's up, fellas? How you doing? Love your show.
Thanks. What do you got?
I got Jacksonville.
Jacksonville.
Sorry. The TV champions would not fire their coach.
Tom, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, how you doing?
Yeah.
1320.
Yeah, buddy.
Get off the cordless phone, it's going to die.
What do you got?
Minnesota Vikings.
There's the winning cowbell. The Vikings are the TV champs of the NFL.
Now, did you just guess, or were you able to follow it along?
It paid to be sitting in front of the computer.
There you go, buddy.
Nice work.
All right, so you went and looked it all over. Always listen to the show in front of a computer, Fest.
Yeah.
We're that fast. Hey, when we come back, we'll do the first comedy pyramid of the new year. Things we can now kick out in 2003. Things we can do without.
Finally, some things we can be done with now that we have the new year.
Because there's some things and some sayings, some people I don't want any more of. We'll be right back with the Ron and Fez show.
The Ron and Fez Show, and I'm your announcer, Mikey G. And now, let's introduce your hosts. The guys no longer working as Diana Ross's designated drivers. Here they are, Ron Bennington, Fez Watley, radio's Love Children.
Ron! All right.
Prescription. It's more cowbell.
Oh, yeah.
Bon Jovi fans since day one.
Shake it in.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh yeah. Oh yes.
Buddies! It's the Ron and Fez show.
I think we're going to need something there at the end of that.
I know.
Some kind of...
I like the cold ending, but it's got to go into something else.
Right.
Or we get caught with our pants down.
Because we're not always standing around the microphones. All right, we are back live.
The Ron and Fez show live on 102.7 WNEW, New York City, and 106.7 WJFK, Washington, D.C.
Back on the air, back live, back from Paris, Fez.
Oh, so beautiful this time of year.
Yeah. Only bad thing about Paris and being there was the French people.
Oh, yeah.
They are so French.
If you could just move them out into some other country while the American tourists are there and live in their homes, that would be nice.
All right, in New York City, here's the phone number, 877-692-1027.
D.C., 866-277-4969.
Here is Joe. Joe, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Joe.
Buddy.
Hey, boys, I heard Sweet Melissa Moon.
Yeah, great job, except for we're not doing that anymore. But thank you very much. And we haven't done that in about 12 months. But
about a year late.
You know, so now every time you hear Sweet Melissa Moon, just enjoy it. You won't get anything for it, but...
Oh no.
That was a...
oh no.
That's what you get yourself.
Oh no.
Well, we won't be doing that in 2003. So, you know, now that it's 2003, there's a lot of things I want to start fresh with.
Well, it's nice because it's a time of the year, beginning of the year, where you can sweep it clean.
Sweep it clean. We're getting rid of Hawk.
Nice.
And also there's
Thank God.
couple other things. You know, and if you want to add to this, you can. One thing that I don't want to hear in 2003 is anyone going, yeah, baby. Especially drunk people. Because, last time I was in New York, at Bar 9, somebody was doing a yeah, baby. And I go, I didn't even go to the last movie, and you're still doing this? It's over. You might as well be saying nanu nanu now.
Take it out of your everyday conversations.
Yeah.
Sports stadiums, stop it, using it after a good play.
All right, so that's done. In the year 2003, no more Vinny Testaverde. That's it.
Oh, nice.
Not talking about how he's handling me and on the bench. He's just done. It's over with.
Yeah.
Put him behind. Yeah, baby.
We'll just tidy that up.
While we're at it, Fez, I'm all for getting rid of rally sticks.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I don't like them. They're loud. They're obnoxious. They're in other people's ways.
The Anaheim Angels started that. Thunder sticks, rally sticks, whatever they're called.
Yeah.
Now everyone's trying to use them.
This bugs me. Just like when the Waves started, that was kind of Seattle's thing.
Mm-hmm.
Why did it have to go everywhere in the country? Why wouldn't that become their thing?
Because we're a country of thieves.
Thank you. I heard that from the Taliban. And now, Fez, I know where they're getting it from.
Yes, because we steal everyone else's gimmicks. You know what? Don't throw back the visiting team's home run.
Right.
The Cubs do that.
That's because the Cubs don't actually get any of their own home runs.
So we'll be done with that. For me, Ronnie, one thing I want to finish up, get rid of it in 2003, is this blind devotion this country has to the Osbournes.
I remembered you being part of that, though.
I know, but I'm done now. Yes, we all used to sit back and watch and laugh at them.
Right.
Now they're hosting the American Music Awards?
Yeah, I don't get that either. And cursing their way through everything.
Sure.
I saw them on MTV get the F-bomb, drop the F-bomb right before midnight. Ozzy did, because they went to him live. I mean, they, of all people, should know.
Right. So let's just stop the blind devotion.
Sure.
Yes, they were fun to point and laugh at, but now we've made them mega stars, and it needs to stop.
All right. Here's one for me, Fezzy. Any talk about whether or not this is the last season of Friends?
Oh, God.
I haven't watched it in quite a few years. I no longer care. It doesn't matter to me anymore.
They just signed their $1 million an episode deal, the 6 of them. They'll be back for another season.
Now, one of them, I guess, Brad Pitt's wife.
Rachel.
I never know her name. Is that her real name or?
That's her friend name.
Is her real name is Jennifer Connelly.
Jennifer Aniston.
Whatever. The point is this. So it's $1 million a week, and she also needed time off because she wants to have a baby.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, you know what? Let's put the baby off for a month and a half so the rest of us can pick up an extra $7 million. Because believe me, Ross ain't going to be making it when that show's over.
Do you know how many babies you can buy with $7 million?
Clone babies, which are coming out the yin-yang right now.
Oh, God.
All right, so we'll take some of these from you. Actually, before we even get started, we'll let everybody on the show here come up with something. Hawk, since you won't be with us much longer, we're getting rid of you in 2003.
Yeah, you better go first.
What do you want to get rid of in 2003?
I want to get rid of cults.
Any kind of cult?
Yeah, those.
Oh, I thought he meant the Indianapolis cult.
No, that's cults.
Oh.
C-U-L-T.
All right, what cult bugs you?
Well, it was the ones that all...
The Mansons?
Yeah, they're annoying. But the ones that really got my goat last year and this year...
Got your goat there? You got a beef with him there?
This bumpkin actually had a goat, and a cult stole it. That's why he's upset.
The cult that claimed they cloned a little girl.
Yeah, they cloned 2 kids already.
Right.
That's the UFO cult out of Quebec.
Yeah,
UFOs are now landing in Quebec and speaking French.
They're part of Clonaid. Hey, Clonaid!
All right, here's Harry Elvis, our intern, who I thought was done. Harry, what do you have?
How'd you get back in the building?
It just kind of came back in. No one.
What do you got?
You never go with it. You never just say what's on there.
I'm just sick. I want to get rid of people.
What is it?
I want to get rid of people who say.
Wonder Boy, what do you got for us?
I'm tired of people who care about celebrity couples like Ben and J-Lo. Who cares?
Yeah, but
we
you know
don't
what? Here's the thing. Yeah, here's what I'm thinking though. I don't think they're going to stay together. I don't think
there's no way that's going to last.
Mikey Day, what do you got?
The TV talent contests.
Oh, they're back bigger than ever.
Now there's going to be a Star Search live and stuff like that.
Yeah. So you guys are getting rid of things that are never going to It's never going to happen.
Right,
I want that gone.
now the Star Search is coming back, but they're going to do it mean, like American Idol.
Well, and that's coming back as well.
And why are they coming back with a very thin, kind of devilish Arsenio Hall?
He is back thinner and darker than ever.
He's like a skinny devil with a little thing going on. He's so tiny now.
He's just frail.
I mean, he was a normal-sized guy, right?
Yeah, he was fine.
He's back at like 80 pounds. And I know him and Magic Johnson close, and I'll just leave it at that.
Okay.
Billy, what do you have for us?
I want to get rid of these new warning labels they're sticking on packs of cigarettes that you got to, they stick to them. If I want to smoke, I want to smoke. I don't need this pack thing. I have to rip off the outside of a pack of cigarettes first.
Here's what I want
you now have to rip the warning label off?
Yeah.
I saw a commercial here, and I want you to start doing this. Now I want you to cut out a picture of your daughter, stick it in the cigarette pack, so every time that you take the pack out to get a cigarette, you're looking at a picture of your daughter.
Well, that works on TV, but, you know.
In real life.
I love the black and white cigarette commercial now where the kid's playing with a toy, the little kid, he's on the floor, they're either building something, him and his dad, and the dad is just blowing smoke in his kid's fat face. And then they put the stat up on the screen of how many kids are hospitalized due to secondhand smoke.
Yes, because they're asthmatic to begin with. You know if your kid's got asthma, you don't smoke around them.
I just think that had to be the way Billy grew up as a baby. Just smoke getting blown in his face.
You know, every adult, when I was a little kid, smoked.
Yeah.
I didn't know one who didn't. Matter of fact, anybody who had filters was called pussy. Of course, they're all gone now. Isn't that odd? Every one of them. What do you got for us there, Roy Hampton?
Yeah, I'm sick of this whole Harry Potter craze.
It's only going to get bigger.
It's so ridiculous, though. I saw the movie. It just really was not good at all.
It's not the movie. It's the books.
Yeah, I mean, even the books. I mean,
did you read the book?
No, but
there's already 7 out.
You just
and
hate
there's another
fantasy.
5 to come on.
It's just I was blown way out of proportion.
Here's a fantasy that you will like.
Okay.
That Miami Dolphins Green Bay Packers Super Bowl. All right, here is.
If only there was a boy wizard to make it happen.
Here's we'll take your calls in New York City. 877-692-1027.
866-277-4969. That's the number for Washington, D.C. and WJFK.
All right, here's Barrel Punk. You're on Ron and Fez.
What's up, buddy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sick and tired of all these anti-drug commercials saying how all money goes to terrorism and all that crap.
Such a bunch of effing crap. And you know what? Take that same money that you're buying up the playoff games, Lord knows what they're paying for 30-second commercials.
And Lord
put them in a rehab.
The Lord knows that the U.S. Marines are running all the cocaine into this country. Leave the marijuana smokers alone, and Pope's not dead.
They're basically saying if you smoke a joint now, you're a kid's getting killed. For every joint you smoke, a child's been killed.
There's an ad now where the two guys are saying, I don't get this whole terrorist drug connection.
Yeah.
And the one guy goes, it's not complicated. And he goes through the whole thing. No drugs, no drug dealers, blah, blah. By the time he's done, he still hasn't explained how terrorism is funded by drugs.
Now,
he still hasn't done it.
The other thing is, the two guys in that commercial look like two guys who have never done drugs. Of course they're going to agree. They look like they're on their drive into the Republican convention. It's two guys who never got high in their life.
Oh, they ought to be sitting in a bathhouse having the same conversation.
You know, somebody else is going, I don't know whether you make it. Let me do this rail and see if I understand what's going on here. They're the only ones who sit up all night talking about it. All right, here's Norman. Norman, what are you ready to get rid of in 2003?
Hey, Norman.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Norman.
Hey, you know what I want to get rid of? I'm sick of all these football players that want to come back, like Deion Sanders. All these coaches that retired want to come back. Let's get rid of them.
You know, I got a good point for you, and that is a good thing. All right, if you're fired, and you go looking for another job. But if you retire, that's your choice. You've walked away.
Yes, exactly.
Right. You're done. I don't mind if Deion's been trying to play and goes, you know what, I want to keep on going like Rice did, you know? He wants to extend his career. But why are you retiring and then coming back? Michael Jordan?
Exactly. What, are you retarded?
Parcells, they made him look like the idiot that he is when they showed a montage of every time he said, when a coaching job opens up, do not mention the name Bill Parcells anymore. I have coached my last game.
That's it for me. And you know, he wants to coach now. He's bored. In another year, he's going to be all blown up and not be able to handle the stress.
And he's going to scream, my heart, my heart.
All right, here is Dave. Dave, you're on Ron and Fez. Hey, Dave.
Buddy.
Yeah, buddy.
3587. This is pretty simple. Can't we do without holla for 03. Every kid in the Bronx is running around hollering holla.
Holla. Hey, holla.
It don't even mean nothing.
Here's the problem with it, though. It's going to take another 2 years before white kids pick it up. So it's going to be around another 7.
I saw some big white player over the weekend say to an interviewer, "True that."
Yes, now they're finally true that. White people are so slow. So slow, it's embarrassing. Matt, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Matt.
Hey, Nano, guys.
Nano.
I'm sick of Eddie Murphy, everything, especially the movies. He's got to just stop doing them.
Eddie Murphy is a guy that, he came out with the 3 big comedies at first, and I don't know what's happened since. And I'm about to put Jim Carrey in that. I don't know where Jim Carrey's head went.
Sure, I read somewhere, maybe it was Entertainment Weekly, of just what a debacle. I think Robin Williams and Eddie Murphy put out 6 films last year. And just the tank. Just the total bomb of those 2 guys.
I guess you literally can't turn down the money. Somebody's stupid enough to give you the money, you just keep going, yeah, I'll do it. I'll play the Chevy Chase role now.
Yeah, but that's a good thing to give up in 2003. Let's quit pretending that Eddie Murphy is a big-time box office movie star.
Well, he is kind of big when it's just his voice. He's like in kids' movies now. He's the donkey. He's whatever cartoon is out. He's one of them.
PJs.
Yeah, he's something all the time. All right, Randy, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Randy.
Big ass 307, buddy.
All right, buddy.
Welcome back. Missed you guys.
Nice to be here.
You know what we definitely could get rid of in 2003 is that Democratic Party. There's no way they're going to win the election in 2004.
Let's
bring back the Whigs.
Why don't we do this? Why don't we just have one party like Hitler tried to do?
Makes it simple. One party, one candidate.
Yeah, it's working in
one
Iraq.
Vote.
It's working in Iraq. They get pulled 100%. Here's Ron. Ron, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ron.
Yeah, hi there. I can't stand it when I mention that I'm going to the Target store and somebody says, "Oh, we call it Target."
All right. My mother-in-law drops a Target bomb every time I'm with her. And I go like this. It's not funny. You never see us laugh. And 2, you didn't make it up. Stop it with that.
I think I should be able to be like Moe and the Three Stooges and poke them right in the eye.
I see no problem with that. Just start and light up some of these Target people.
And it all comes from, they used to call J.C. Penney's J.C. Penney or Jacques Penney.
I never heard that.
Yes.
I didn't know that.
So it's stolen even from that.
Can't we come up with a classy name for Walmart? I'm going to the Walmart. Here's Danny Love. Danny Love, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Danny Love.
Hey, Happy New Year, buddy.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, how about getting rid of the Segway motor people mover?
Well, we haven't really even got it yet, have we?
We're never getting it. It's chump.
I don't know. I mean, first I want to get it before I'm sick of it.
I think they're actually on eBay. I think you can get one on eBay.
I've heard that, but have you seen one on the street? Until I see one on the street and I go, hey, let me try that, then I'll make up my mind.
Just because they're available doesn't mean they're legal.
And I saw him do an interview the other night. He was on some serious, it was like that new Up Close show, I think. And he was going, if 10% of the people in the cities have this, we will save 11 billion gallons of oil a day, and we will literally clean up. And I'm going, this has nothing to do with the fact that you're going to get rich off of it.
Sure.
Now you're trying to save the planet and stop the terrorists. It has nothing to do that every time we buy one of these things, $2,000 goes in your pocket.
Here's what will happen. If 10% of the people in the cities get these, they'll be run over by 90% of the drivers.
Well, his thing was, let's get rid of the cars in the city, which I'm all for. In Manhattan, I don't think we need a car.
That'd be nice. Close some borders.
Here is, and what I'd like to really do is get rid of the subway trains, and then we're just running those little scooters up and down the tracks.
Where people have no choice but to use them.
Here's our buddy, the Ron and Fez kid. How you doing, pal?
Hey, Ron and Fez kid.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, buddy.
Buddy.
Cardo mid-97, 56.
You got older while we were gone.
Yeah, he did. He dropped the sack over the holidays.
Congratulations. You and Santa both.
Okay, I want to get rid of reality TV shows.
You know what? TV has basically given up. They have stopped even trying to make regular shows, and now it's, hey, we tied a camera to a monkey's head, and we're going to see what happens.
I mean, you could have a writer's strike now. Who would notice?
Now, the only reality show I'll be watching is the Mole, Celebrity Mole. My best friend's in that, and I'm hoping he wins.
I'm not on that.
No, not you.
Are you talking about Stephen Baldwin?
Yeah. I almost said one of the Baldwins, but I should know if it's my best friend. The girls across the hall have been there all night.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's been going on for half an hour, but they're just doing dishes together. So
okay.
There's no sense in getting too carried away. But I like to bring the lights down just to make sure they're the same girls.
Just in case, some grease splatters up and they have to tear their tops off really quick.
We're on the 11th floor or 10th floor here, and we can see right into the window of two hot chicks. We can see into their bathroom and into their kitchen. And tonight they're just cooking together. And that's a beautiful girl. That's like supermodel stuff.
That's a hot blonde that lives with a hot brunette.
Someone told me that Al Duke's trying to bachelorette up against the window here the other day.
Oh, my gosh, we're going to have to get windshield wipers on the windows.
Him, Rudy, and Earl all standing next to each other, the three of them. Like the Pep Boys, seeing who was first.
I know which one is Mo.
Mario, what are you ready to get rid of in the new year? Hey, Mario.
Welcome back, fellas.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, does the D, Mikey D, stand for do-over?
Yeah, it's Mikey do-over.
He wants a Giants do-over.
I got two real quick ones. Puff Daddy, he's got to go.
P. Diddy now. Here's the other thing. What? No, here's, all these guys think that they can just change their name and the rest of us go with it, like J-Lo and P. Diddy.
That's it, they just reinvent themselves.
Why should we jump on the bandwagon? Yet I find myself doing it.
And the Gatorade bath has got to go.
Yeah, I hate the Gatorade bath, and again, Giants started it many, many years ago.
Right.
It was stupid then, and every team picked it up.
Best highlight at the end of the year was University of Kentucky. They bathed the coach in the Gatorade. LSU beats them on the last play of the game. They threw the Gatorade early.
Every one of those kids should not get a diploma because you're too stupid. Yeah.
And your coach is all sticky and you lost.
All right, something else I'd like to get away from, Fezzi, is is holidays that not everybody celebrates. And I'm talking about the whole Ukrainian New Year and all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
It's a big day for the Greeks today, isn't it?
Today is Orthodox Christmas.
Yeah.
It's like little Christmas. We got a little gift for Lene today.
Yeah.
And we keep the tree up until at least today.
You realize you're the only one keeping it little?
Is this the Epiphany? Is that it?
No, it's where the three wise men actually made it to see Jesus at the bar.
So this isn't the day that
At the barn.
This isn't the day down in Tarpon Springs that they throw the cross into the water and the kids dive in.
I don't
What's
think
that?
so. I don't know what that is.
That is Epiphany.
Yeah.
So
I thought that's what today was.
They may do that today, but we know that we have to keep the tree up until the 6th.
Roy, do me a favor. Call a restaurant in Tarpon Springs, Florida called Papa's and ask them if today's the Epiphany or when is it.
Okay.
And it's the religion.
So be respectful.
Then ask them when is my big fat Greek Epiphany.
Okay.
Because that's another thing. I don't want to hear my big fat on anything else. It's one thing when the movie had it. Now I'm saying it's my big fat Greek movie list. My big fat Greek, and they're just adding it to everything.
God, so annoying.
Did you see this movie yet, Mikey?
I have not.
It's going to be a TV show now.
But there seems to be a lot of big fat Greeks out there.
Yeah.
And they're going to get the people from the movie to just do the TV show.
I actually was at a Greek wedding in Tarpon Springs. Do you remember that girl? She used to work for the phone company.
Victoria from Virginia. From GTE MobileNet.
Hot Greek chick. Married this guy for some reason. So I get invited to it was the best wedding I was ever at in my life. I was one of those crazy dances that went on around, except when I was kicking, my shoe flew off.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I used to drink a bit. I had a lot of problems.
Fortunately, they don't mind if you break some dishes.
Yeah, they were happy with everything. Everything was a blast. Went on forever and ever.
I was actually in a Greek wedding where I had to stand there for hours and hours.
You were in a Greek Navy?
Yes, I was. That's how I got asked. And they were putting leaves on the groom's head. It was really freaky.
Yeah, it's rings. Yeah.
It was like a cult.
Nuts. All right, let's move along. Why isn't the normal church good enough for them?
I don't know.
Matter of fact, I'd like to bring all the Christian religions together back into the Catholic Church where they belong.
Very nice. I'll have to sell my Martin Luther bobblehead.
All right, a lot of people want to get part of this, Fezzy, we got to take a break. But you know what? Let's keep it going for another break. It's things in 2003 that you want to get rid of. And don't be like these guys going, oh, I want to get rid of Harry Potter. That's not going to happen.
Right.
That has not completely had its full run.
That's like saying, we want to get rid of Congress.
Right.
Things just aren't going to happen. So let's be a little realistic. Things we can actually be done with.
I want to get rid of these fat cats in Washington. It's just dumb. Rory, what do you got?
It is, in fact, the Greek Epiphany.
All right, how do you not know that, Mikey?
I wasn't brought up to, learn that. My parents were basically American.
Well, you want us to do this? You want us
The people in Tarpon Springs, Florida aren't?
You want us to do this for you? Because here's what happens. All the young men come out in the town. It's really beautiful. And for some reason, they're all wearing, long underwear except for the shorts at the bottom. But it's like
white T-shirts.
Yeah, but it's like one-piece. Yeah. If I remember right.
Like old-time bathing suits.
Yeah, it's like, or Jimmy Cagney's long underwear, but in the summer. The pants weren't there. And then they take a cross and they throw it in the water, and then all the kids dive in.
Run in it, yeah.
And the kid who gets it, the crucifix, he's going to have good luck for a year.
I didn't realize that was on the 6th of January.
Yeah, sure, it's the Epiphany. Which
Right.
I don't think has anything to do with the wise men, does it?
No, I'm sure it's when the wise men made it to the barn.
Made it?
Made it.
To the barn. Would you quit calling it a barn?
I don't think they ever. I don't think they ever made it. I think you're thinking of the animals. What's the ethnic thing on that girl? She's like some kind of crazy South American black.
The girl's
kind of
the alley.
She's kind of got a Chinese thing going with Indian. Very, very exotic.
Lord knows what she's cooking over there.
Yeah. Oh, I'll eat it.
Right.
And the food, too.
You're bad.
That just sounded like Neil, didn't it? And the food, too. Anyway, find out. Here's what we'll do for you later tonight, Mikey.
Okay.
We'll fill up the bathtub with water. We'll throw a cross in, and you can get it, and then, we'll give you a present.
Well, you can compete against Harry Elvis. Too.
Okay. Harry Elvis is not Greek.
He looks like all those kids that jump in the water, though.
Sure, you know what? Foreign.
Ethnic.
Foreign is what he looks like. Hey, Elvis, get in here.
And another thing about the Epiphany in Tarpon Springs, lately it's been a curse.
Why?
All those kids that have been getting it over the past few years.
Getting it?
Finding the crucifix in the water.
Right.
They're supposed to get a year of good luck.
Yeah.
Bad things been happening.
Why would they even put that in the paper?
There's been, kids arrested on DUIs, running over people, getting arrested.
It's kids being kids, Fezzy.
I know, but it's hardly good luck.
If you didn't drink and drive when you were a kid, when are you going to do it? When you're 80?
Billy, let me ask.
Are you a Greek, Elvis?
No, I'm Armenian, not Greek.
Armenian and what else?
Armenian and half Ecuadorian.
What an F-up. You know what? You should have been born and just threw in the towel that day. You're Armenian and what?
Ecuadorian.
It's like God was cleaning out the fridge.
How did your parents even meet each other? What, were they working in the galleys of a cruise ship together? Where do Ecuadorians and Armenians live? Neither one of them has a plane.
They met at a swimming pool in Queens, New York, actually.
Cleaning it?
No.
What happened there?
Housekeeping.
Were they both born in each place?
My father was born in Turkey. My mother was born in Ecuador.
Aren't you Turkish then?
And you got the balls to walk around and call yourself American. And you
know.
And you want to be a comic.
No, I'm proud
show
to be an American.
All right, thank you very much. Why don't you write a country song? But why don't you just show up next time you do stand-up, say, here's my birth certificate, get the laughs, and walk off stage.
I swear, any Mexican who comes jumping across the border or hiding in the bottom of a truck is more of an American than you. At least they were born on the continent.
No kidding. His baby shoes were shoe bombs. They were baby shoe bombs.
And they had them bronzed. They had them diffused and bronzed later on.
If they're bronzed, I like to beat them to death with it.
877-692-1027 New York, 866-277-4969 for D.C.
I got a nephew that can't get a job, and look at this prick. He just takes.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we'll take a break. Things that you're ready to get rid of in 2003 with the Ron and Fez Show.
Fez Show back in 2003 and talking about things that we'd love to see change after New Year's. Finally, some things we can be done with in 2003.
And it's about that time, Fezzy. All right, we'll take your calls in New York. It's 877-692-1027.
Washington, D.C., 866-277-4969. Write it down.
Here is Laura. Laura, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Laura.
Hey, what's up?
Go ahead.
Please stop with politically correct, please. I want to start offending everybody.
Well, you know, I don't mind getting rid of the word politically correct. That annoys me. But, you know, I don't think...
No, I just heard you can't even put a flag on your car or something now because people might get offended. I just think they really, you know...
Now, honey, what if we stop spreading crazy rumors? Obviously, you can put an American flag anywhere you want. You can't put...
just got in trouble for putting an American flag. It was on news radio before. They said a cop got in trouble.
Yeah, it was on news radio, the TV show. You maniac.
Dave Foley announced
Maybe the police department don't want them to add extra things to their cars.
They
I don't
said
know
no
about that.
stickers with American flags because people may get offended. I just heard it.
Here's what you got to understand.
All right.
Whatever the police department decides for themselves, that's up to them. I'm sure people are not offended by seeing an American flag there, but the police department may not want them to do that.
All right, you need to listen to that TV with both ears, or just stay tuned to Nickelodeon.
And also, I need no more snow because I'm going up the road here. And you
all right, honey, jeez. Oh, God. You want to get rid of political correctness, then you're a dumb C. How's that? You know, you want to try to be friendly, and I know. Yeah, I love the people.
First show back from the break.
I love the people who call the show, but I hate when people start that crazy stuff. There is a kid that was sent home for having his hair parted. Shut up.
Firstly, on the other side of political correctness, I'd like to get past the point where idiot politicians and any other public figure says something racist and doesn't realize by now what's racist and what isn't.
Right.
Trent Lott,
who, and when you really look at it, he never said, I don't like blacks. He said, I like a guy who, you know, no one goes to mention, was elected to the Senate for the past 60 years.
Right.
That's okay. But to say, boy, I like him and we voted for him, that made him lose his gig. His own party turned on him in a heartbeat. The same party who supported the so-called racists for 60 years. All right, here's Dan. Dan, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Dan, go ahead.
Hey, guys, how you doing?
Good.
You know, I want to get rid of these little kids in the scary movies lately. It seems like you can't go to a horror film without seeing a little kid with their big eyes and they're whispering about dead people or ghosts all the time.
You know, that started with Spielberg when he decided to show everything through a child's eyes.
Exactly.
And that Empire of the Sun was on TV not too long ago, and he actually has a 10-year-old kid in World War II through the whole movie.
Nice.
And I'm like, what is you? You're almost like a pedophile. You're so interested in little boys. All right, here is Jim. Jim, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Jim.
Hey, welcome back, guys.
Yeah.
Soccer moms and anything like them.
I don't know if I have a problem with soccer moms, but the term soccer moms, because you know that these kids play other sports.
Yeah, baseball.
Sure.
Where did it ever even come from?
I don't know. Wasn't it like a Clinton thing? He did well with the soccer moms?
Yeah.
I think it was the 96 election when I first started hearing it.
Yeah.
Maybe 92.
All right, thanks a lot. I don't know why everyone got so hung on that. I mean, the mother themselves cannot help it if the kids play soccer.
For the longest time, I thought the mothers were playing soccer themselves. I thought it was a league.
I know.
They had started it.
You're going to hate this, Fezzy. Now there are soccer mom soccer leagues. I saw that on that crazy CBS morning show on Sundays. The one that takes 2 minutes out to show you ducks.
Oh, nice.
What is that show? Charles Kuralt used to do it.
Oh, yeah.
On the road, is it?
No.
Well, that was Charles Kuralt's little segment.
His segment that went on the Bigger and Better Thing.
I want to say it's just like Sunday morning.
Yeah, it might be just Sunday morning. It's got like nice music and and you know there's all it's a nice little Sunday show before you get into football. But for some reason, all right, now we're going to look at the geese.
Yeah.
Of the Upper Michigan Peninsula, and you're just sitting looking at it.
It's
like
really,
you're stoned.
If you don't have a nice view of your own home, just turn the TV's your window that morning.
Caleb, you're on Ron and Fez. Hey, Caleb.
Hey, boys.
Yeah.
What?
Have you ever seen that Coors Light commercial for football, and they go,
"Oh wait,
and
no.
those twins."
No, we'll start. I like quarterback's in the dirt, and you hate it, and you're singing along. And the twins.
And they're not even that hot.
No, they're not. It's a stupid commercial.
They're just playing.
Why are we talking about this? What about all stupid beer commercials that make people who drink beer look like they're dicks? Oh. Like they're just going crazy, like they're on MTV's Real World. There's one commercial, the guys are drinking. He's up on top of his sink, and he's grabbed the hose and is squirting down his own house at a party. And I'm like, hey, if this is my house, I'm punching this kid in the throat.
Sure. He's ruining a home, and you know what? Hey, it's the beer.
Yeah.
It's the beer doing it. Yes.
And, this whole extreme thing, I remember when I was younger, you were drinking, you were supposed to maintain. You were supposed to be cool. You're not supposed to be the guy busting up the house. That's a dick.
Then they'll actually have the nerve to put the beer logo on the screen and in tiny words, be responsible.
Right.
You just showed a guy drinking your product and turning into a maniac, destroying a house.
There's a guy, there's a commercial now, a beer commercial, where a guy drinks it and he just starts screaming.
Oh, that's Sam Adams.
And then and then the guy's playing darts and he's hitting the guy in the butt with
right.
pool. Yeah.
Oh, my God! I'm like, is that coming out of a church? Because I know that they were part of that. I know in my heart he was in the studio that day.
With the beer commercials and the football games, what I like is they show the idiots in the stands that for some reason in these commercials, the fans have painted themselves not to look like either team, but like the beer can itself.
You know what? We ought to point that out. If you paint your face, you're not a fan. You're an idiot. You love Halloween. Billy would paint his face.
Oh, yeah.
No, I think to yourself, when you think of those, great old sports announcers and stuff, they showed up, sports writers and all, they would be in a suit and tie, hat on. Oh, here he is, Babe Ruth. Nobody had their face painted. They enjoyed the sport themselves.
Let's get rid of the face painting. Let's be done with that in 2003.
Now, Fezzi, at the risk of hurting your feelings, I'm going to have to say it anyway. Adults wearing the team jerseys like somehow they're going to be called into the game.
I wear my Simeon Rice jersey every Sunday, and if I take it off, it's bad luck.
When I'm watching the San Francisco game, every New York Giants fan is wearing a jersey like he may get called into the game.
You never know.
And now with kids, if you notice the little black kids, they're wearing an entire outfit. Like they're on the road, like it's a road game for different teams.
People are going to start showing up in bars wearing shoulder pads.
Here is Ken. Ken, what are you ready to get rid of, buddy?
Hey, Ken.
Buddies.
Yeah.
Hey, I want to get rid of the Saturday Night Live skits that they turn into full-length movies.
Ken, why do you even have to go that far? Let's get rid of these Saturday Night Live skits. We tried. But, I still watch the show, and I want it to be great, and it never is.
I'm just waiting till the Mango movie comes out, and then I'll be done with it.
That's the one thing that they finally stopped and said no Mango movie.
Yeah, Tim Meadows and the Ladies' Man, I think, killed that idea.
Thankfully. All right, here is... let's go to Neil. Neil, you're on Ron and Fez. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, Neil.
Hey, I want to get rid of all these new wave of liquor hard colas or whatever they're out there. It's just another wave of Bartles and James.
Yeah, and I know. Here's the thing: you're a man. You're having a drink. You need a lemonade.
Hard lemonade.
It's just the same crap they've been reducing for the whole few years.
I say by the time that you're 25, you should have your drink, and that's it.
Oh, there you go.
Anyone past 25 who's still experimenting with what drinks they want is a pussy.
With me, I'm all beer, unless I'm at a nice restaurant or a wedding, then I'm 7 and 7.
Sure you are. You might as well just call it a highball, Grandma.
All right.
But by going 7 and 7, you're not even getting Jack. You're getting Seagrams. You're getting well drinks.
That's what I do. That's my wedding drink.
Here's Benjamin.
I'm in my coach's suit anyway. I might as well class it up.
So 14350.
Listen to this, buddy. All right.
Yeah, I'm paying over $10 for a movie. I have to get there 20 minutes early just to get a decent seat. And I still sit there for another 20 minutes of previews and commercials.
I'll tell you right now, I am done seeing any kind of primetime movie in Manhattan. It's so packed. I watched that new Spielberg, whatever the hell, we're chasing.
Oh, Catch Me If You Can.
Tom Hanks is chasing the kid from Titanic. I'm sitting in the front row.
On a ship?
And my eyes are being burned out because I got there on time.
I saw Lord of the Rings that way.
And the other annoying thing, any kind of preview, that gives out the movie. I'm done with that, too.
They totally give away the movie. The best scenes are all in the previews. The entire plot's in the preview. And I don't mind coming attractions as much as paying the money and sitting there and actually watching commercials.
Right.
You know, soft drink commercials. Yeah. Now that I've paid $10 to sit here.
Yeah, that's annoying.
I don't mind coming attractions, but don't make me watch commercials like I'm back in my sucky house watching my stupid TV.
You know, that's a good point. And I remember when they started that, people used to boo and throw stuff, and now they just accept it like sheep.
Mm-hmm.
Like, well, it's not even like a commercial that you won't see on TV. You know, maybe if they would just market it to movie theater people and act like, okay, you can go out in the lobby and get a Coke, but they're showing the same Coke commercial from TV.
Right, you're seeing sneaker commercials.
Yeah,
the guy chasing the chicken.
Yeah,
in his sneakers. I see that constantly in the movies. Do they still do the Will Rogers commercial?
No, I think, you know, first of all, they're not going to do that in New York. They're not going to pass around a hat with money.
When those cans came around, you know what I put in there? My gum. My gum.
Sure.
Because if I want to give to a charity, I won't go to the movies to do it. I go to the movies to watch a film.
I understand your point of not giving money.
My gum, Ronnie, goes in that can.
But to give your chewed bad breath gum to some sick people is not fair.
As soon as I see that Will Rogers thing come on, I immediately ask anyone, do you have some gum? So I can start chewing it really fast. Because I know the cans are coming.
Why don't you just put your dink in it and say, here, this is for the sick children.
If I wasn't sure that the lid of that can wouldn't cut me, I would.
I got to tell you the truth. I try to support you, but you're always so wrong.
What is wrong about that? It's you know what you're getting from me? My gum. My gum. I was on an airplane ride coming back to New York City. Yes, I was lit.
And with landing gear, as we're now calling bills.
Yes. I had to connect in Charlotte, so I'm taking extra landing gear.
Sure.
Right out of a movie. We're up in the air probably a half hour. You know how I hate flying.
Belushi would be dead, yet he's still sitting there awake and nervous.
Half hour into the flight, I see the flight attendant rush past me. I paid for first class, all right?
Sure.
She rushes past me from the front of the plane to the back with a big oxygen tank. Then comes running back and says, we have a medical emergency on board. Is there a doctor or nurse on the plane? I start losing it. I immediately have to wonder, is it me?
Now, do you think you started losing it because of your nerves or the drugs?
Because of my nerves.
Okay.
Because of my nerves. And then my mind starts to wander, and I think, okay, it's like the movie Airplane. One person gets sick, then we don't have any pilots because they've got food poisoning, and we can't land.
Well, why don't you just think of it as a fun Foo Fighters video? You know how much you love the Foo Fighters.
I do love the Foo Fighters.
And that worked out okay when Jack Black gave them all heroin.
All
right, so wait a minute, let's get the... So the woman's running around with an oxygen tank?
Yeah, she's taking it to the back of the plane. There's some old lady who can't breathe.
Something that you know can blow up, too, that they got on the plane.
Right. Then I start thinking, all right, I took off out of Charlotte. We're up for a half hour, 45 minutes. We must be closing in on D.C. What a great terrorist plot for an old lady to fake sick and distract everyone, and that's when the terrorists make their moves. All these thoughts running through my head. Then I'm thinking, this sick old lady, we're going to have to land in Baltimore, Philly, somewhere besides LaGuardia to get this woman off the plane. All these things running through my head. I was scared to death. By the time I get done, I make sure I walk back that way, and I just say, I see the woman, they have an ambulance and a stretcher waiting for her. I go, thanks, jerk.
Now, what was the connection between this and throwing your gum at sick people?
I'm just telling you the way things are supposed to work. You're not supposed... Things are... Charities, you give yourself. Charities don't force themselves on you. This woman's ruining my flight.
All right, let's take it one at a time. Fezzy, unless they let you know about the Will Rogers charity, how would you ever hear of it? I've never heard of it before. I don't know what they do except for in the movie theater.
I know. Why don't they do TV ads? Why don't they send out mailers?
They cost money. Here's your chance.
An ad in a theater doesn't?
Here's your chance, a person who's given up being part of society or of any kind of community, and you live in your own little bubble. your bubble of your own personal comfort, here's your chance to interact and help out a little bit.
If I had gum on that plane, I would have thrown it at the old lady. All I could muster in my state was, thanks, jerk.
At an old lady, someone's grandmother.
Yes! I didn't get my first class service because she had every flight attendant around her.
All right.
I wish I had some gum on that flight. Oh, I wish I had the gum. They'd be pulling it out of her blue hair.
All right, we couldn't do our bit because Fez got into his own personal thing of how an old lady having a stroke ruined his first class meal. So we're going to stay with this one more break, Fez.
I apologize. There's things I'd like to be done with in 2003. Will Rogers. And people ruining my first class flight. Ronnie, I had a lot of dividend miles that I wasted to upgrade.
I just want to point out to you, no one wants to be sick. No woman wants to have a stroke on a plane.
I know. So why is she causing me discomfort? I felt like I was having one. You don't think I get on a plane and I can't breathe? I can't breathe for the whole flight.
Yes, but hers was from a lung collapsing, not for the fact that she saw the Airplane movie back in the 70s and hasn't gotten over it.
I think the airline owes me drinks. I think that old lady owes me drinks because I couldn't get my service.
By the way, the new Kill Bill movie, I saw the previews when I went to Gangs in New York. The opening shot, it's like this little city. It looks like a Chinese city. And a plane that looks like it's flying right over the top of it, like it could crash.
Oh, my God.
And, I see this thing on 42nd Street, and no one catches back on to the rest of the movie, because they're just seeing the CNN shot.
Right, yeah. That's all you can concentrate on.
And after I saw that, I gave $20 to that Will Rogers cup. I go, we've got to help.
Over the years, I've given them $200 worth of gum. Chewed gum. ABC gum, Ronnie. Already been chewed.
Okay, here's my thing. Anyone who feels the need to still use stuff that they used when they were in second grade, okay? Like, this gum has been ABC'd.
That's what they get.
Tell me to XYZ because my zipper's down.
Well, I'm not going to say zipper.
We'll take a break. We'll get the show back on track, I promise. Things you want to get rid of in 2003, Ron and Fez.
Don't wanna be a richer man. It's gonna have to be a different man. Now may change me, but I can't trade.
We're the Ron and Fez Show, making some changes in 2003. Some things we can finally be done with.
It is the Ron and Fez Show. By the way, Aubrey writes in, hey, Ron, doesn't Fez remind you of Ignatius from Confederacy of the Dunces?
What in the world is that?
A couple people are laughing.
Oh, that's a book, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a book.
I knew it.
Yeah.
You know I don't read. I have synesthesia. You know I can't read.
That doesn't keep you from reading.
Keeps me from enjoying it.
All right, some of the stuff we want to get rid of in the year 2003, Fuzzy, and here's our buddy Eastside Dave. Hey, Eastside. Hey,
Welcome
Eastside.
back, buddies.
Hey, buddy.
All right, no more of these ongoing bad skit commercials like the Dell interns, the Can You Hear Me Now guy, or Steven from Jared from Subway, especially. No more.
Jared, I like.
Yeah, Jared, I like the fact that now we're supposed to care that he got married and he's doing housework.
His wife's hot.
I want them all to join the Where's the Beef Lady in Hell.
You know, maybe if Jared would just say, guess what, I found my dink, I would be a little more impressed with
All right, see ya.
Yeah, with the Dell commercials, if Dude, You're Getting a Dell wasn't bad enough, now they have a whole cast of annoying interns.
Here is Chris. Chris, you're on Fez. Hey, Chris.
Hello. Hey, guys. How you
Yeah.
doing? The thing that gets me so bad is those Aflac commercials with the dog. Aflac. Like, I mean, come on.
I don't know.
how many
I
times-
wasn't impressed that they got the amazing Kreskin.
Just the amazing
Start helping
Kreskin?
out. Yeah, he's in.
I always laugh when the guy at the end sees he's the only one who hears the duck.
To me,
That cracks me up.
I like seeing animals in ads. I'm not going to lie to you about that. Here is Andrea. Andrea, you're on Fez.
Hey, Andrea.
Hey, guys, how you doing?
Calling the gang.
What can we do for you?
In 2003, I don't ever want to hear another Fezatorial.
Here.
All right. You're going to get Fezatorials in 2003.
I honestly consider those the Dell commercials of radio. She just hangs up.
Or she'll get my gum.
Yeah.
She'll get my gum.
Here is Chris from Ron and Fez.
Hey, Chris.
Hey, what's up, buddies? Welcome back.
Hey, buddy.
I want to get rid of Fat Mess and Nicole Smith.
Now, I woke up, I haven't watched it in a long time, in the middle of the night last night, and watched an episode where she went on a blind date.
Oh, God.
With basically a gay guy. And,
Show's god-awful.
Yeah. There's nothing real about that reality show. They're always going, now we're making her leave the house to do this or that. Does anyone watch it?
I think I watched the first episode and never saw it again.
Yeah. She was all downed out in this one. Literally passed out in the limo on the way back. It looked like a Fez flight. She was such a mess.
They need to cut their losses. The thing failed.
Do all the shows just stupid now?
Yeah.
I don't. Joe Millionaire, is that on tonight?
That starts tonight. Yeah.
That's tonight.
And it's like now we're just going to start and hack these people.
Yeah.
We're not even going to attempt. All these girls think they're marrying a millionaire. In reality, he has AIDS. Let's watch Joe AIDS.
What happens when they find out they've married Joe AIDS?
Why not just line a bunch of guys up and give them a girl with a thick dink and say, here,
Joe Pud. Joanne Pud.
There we go. What they don't know is this big guy makes $19,000 a year.
When did they find out?
Wait till they find out they're with Joe Pedophile and take him home, and he feels up their kids. It's Joe Pedophile, only on Fox.
Joe Serial Killer coming to Fox. They don't know they've married a 3-time convicted felon murderer.
Who else but Fox would give you Joe Bestiality? He's going to bang a dog in front of these women. Joe Bestiality on Fox.
It's Joe Drug Addict. They don't know this, but he's taking money from their purses to support his heroin habit.
He's going to be snorting coke off their asses by the 3rd episode and pimp them. He's Joe Pimp.
Who would do this? Fox. That's who.
Only Fox could think of this sick stuff.
Because we are some sick F's. We put the F in Fox.
Wait for Joe Bisexual, where this guy's going to try to get them in a 3-way with another guy and spend more time with the guy. Who else but Fox?
Coming this season on Fox, it's Joe Incest. What these girls don't know is they're dating their own father.
It's Joe Clubfoot. Wait till he takes off his shoe and they see that mangled foot. On Fox. Coming to Fox, it's Joe Garagiola. Where do they find out he's an 80-year-old former catcher? They are gonna freak on Fox. What she doesn't know is she's kissing Joe Herpes right now.
And who's there to film it? Fox.
She's getting more than she bargained for when she's with Joe Hermaphrodite. And she's it's Fox.
It's the best of both worlds on Joe Hermaphrodite.
They've just given up attempting to write comedy and perform it for people. And they're just going, here's something stupid, and we put a camera up, and we hope something happens.
And what's the other one? The Surreal Life.
Yeah.
With the B-grade celebs. If you can go B-grade. I think that's being a little too kind.
There's another Road Rules versus Real World that starts tonight, where Puck spits right in the rapist's face from season 2.
Nice.
Remember the black rapist comic?
Right.
He gets to spit in the face.
All right, at this point, the original Real World cast, they've got to be pushing 50 or 60 years old.
Yeah, right. They're bringing their families with them. They're traveling around in a Winnebago with all their families.
These kids aren't kids anymore.
All right, Earl, come back in here. Earl, you identified with with David from season 2. I see you more as a Cyrus man from Boston.
I see him more as Steven from Seattle, sitting under his desk in a blonde wig crying.
Steven was horrible.
I saw you act like Steven before, though. When you get mad, you're
Put on a blonde wig.
Well, I'm not going to walk up to anybody here and slap him and run away.
Carol Miller. You slapped Carol Miller.
That was an accident.
And then you threw a teddy bear in the East River.
All right, things you want to get rid of in 2003. Hey, Sam, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Sam, go ahead.
Buddies, how you doing?
Yeah.
19430.
Hoo-ah!
Know what I want to get rid of in 2003?
What's that?
Tom Leykis.
Well, you're going to get rid of Tom Leykis now that we got a radio station that can't even get busted for drunk driving. We can't even blow the legal limit. Here's Allie. Allie, you're on Ron and Fez. Hey, Allie.
Hi, what's up, guys?
Oh, I thought it was Allie Dudley, but Rory would have went and picked a net call in the corner. Is anything happening there, Rory?
No, we're just very good friends.
How can that be? How can a guy hang around with a girl and not do anything unless he's gay?
I don't know. It's we just never came around to that.
But do you feel it?
No, not at all.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know.
Maybe she has a brother feel.
Ow. Go ahead, fake Allie.
How many times Eminem cusses out his wife and now he's back together with her?
Who cares about that? That has nothing to do with me. Anybody catch the MTV Rockin' New Year's Eve or whatever the hell they call it?
I was going back and forth a little bit between that and Dick Clark.
I don't even attempt at Dick Clark anymore since that's all taped.
Dick Clark, you've got to quit doing this at your age. That close-up of you smooching Mrs. Clark at midnight, it's worse than Alan Tipper.
It's like watching zombies make out.
But I caught a little bit of the MTV stuff.
You know, the Foo Fighters, you know how, like, every year MTV does the big cover song? This year the Foo Fighters did Back in Black, and then Jack Black jumped out of the audience, and I was finally happy for once on New Year's Eve.
Very nice. And a great 2003 outfit.
I watched this all in Paris. This is how pathetic I am. I'm in Paris on vacation watching MTV.
And you're watching TV. You won't join the Jubilee, the celebration.
Here's Charlie. You're on Ron and Fez.
This is Charlie.
This is Charlie. This is Charlie.
This is Charlie.
This is Charlie. This is Charlie.
This is Charlie. I want to get rid of those people who say, I'm single-handedly bringing back a term from the 70s.
Like
I'm single-handedly bringing back the high five.
Or I'm single-handedly bringing back the mullet.
So you're saying anybody who says single-handedly is your problem?
Single-handedly, pretty much. Anybody who wants to bring back some...
We didn't know if it was your beef was against the 70s or single-handedly.
All right, we may be getting it to the end of this bit when we're already at things like this. It don't even seem to bug. We were really on a nice roll there with the whole Joe pedophile thing. That was all working out well for us. Here's Gay Randy. Hello, Randy.
Hey, guys, how's it going?
Hey, Gay Randy, what's going on?
Hey, first, I've got a new show. Did you hear about the new show on Fox?
No, what's that?
They don't know that they're dating Nancy McKeon from Facts of Life. It's Joe Polnicek.
You know, there actually is a thing called star dating now on VH1, I think, or maybe it's E.
I think it's E.
Where you go out with the stars.
Yeah, I actually saw it the other day. The girl, the daughter on Love Boat.
I saw the
Vicky. So Pudge.
Phyllis Dillard had a date that didn't work out, and I'm going, that can't be the first time. First of all, Phyllis Dillard, did you not think she was dead?
Yes, I would have sworn her and Fang both.
I got something I want to get rid of in 2003.
What's that?
Wonder Boy clinging on to this whole heterosexual thing.
All right, here's the thing. You already did this bit with Al. You can't get it any better.
But the difference is...
What do I have to say? This is not a bit. What do I have to say? This is not a bit.
I don't think you're going to drive Wonder Boy that crazy.
Well, that's just it. Maybe it's because Wonder Boy is actually gay.
I don't think
it wouldn't affect him.
All right, let's just call him in once.
All right, but I don't think he's going to turn him into a shrieking woman.
You know, it's not. Yeah, we can't ever top Al freaking out.
What do I have to say? This is not a bit. What do I have to say? This is not a bit.
No, somewhere in the dump room, Al's throwing around carts and all, but he's not on the air anymore. Wonder Boy, do you want to go out with Gay Randy?
No, thank you, though.
Have you dated any girls since your little breakup?
Yeah, you had the big breakup right before 2003.
All right, since Rory won't make a run at Allie Dudley, what about you?
Well, she never really expressed any interest in me, but sure.
What, do they have to come to you?
Well, no, but I mean, we don't really talk very much at all, so it would be nutty for me to just chase her through the green room asking her if she wants to go out.
Why do you have to chase her? Why can't you be a human and have a conversation?
I never asked you to rape our friend.
No.
Do you understand that?
Yes.
Before I send you out in the street.
No, but I just...
How long has it been since you've been dumped now?
I think like about 3 months, 2 months, 3 months.
Wow.
Yeah.
Perfect. Does it still hurt?
Yeah.
You know what? Here's the thing.
Yo, puss.
It's always going to hurt. Live with it.
Yeah.
Have you tried my thing of trying to fantasize about her with the other guy?
I still don't see how that's going to help.
Say if you won't take advice.
I've batched to it 3 times, so it should work. So you're not interested in Gay Randy?
No, not at all.
I'm sorry, Randy. You're going to have to think of a new angle.
You want to shriek, this is not a bit?
Do you want to start hitting on Hawk or Earl?
No. I don't like black guys at all.
Sorry.
It's a Hawk.
Then you get this.
White people are so scared of
All right, let me just say this.
Black guys damage their goods.
All right, I'll see you later. All the guys on our show, call all the guys in now.
All right, bring them all in. We got Wonder Boy in here, Earl's here, Hawk's here, Mikey D, Rory, and Billy, and Harry Elvis.
Billy, I'm glad you're here, and I'm glad your hair's poofed. I am going to say this. I don't want anybody to try to figure it out. There's how many guys in here, Fez? There's
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of our guys.
I don't want any of you guys calling any of the Ron and Fez girls unless they're calling you first. Can that be agreed upon?
All right.
Here's the problem.
The regular girls that, are on our show all the time that we enjoy partying with on the air.
One of you guys, and I'm not going to say who it is, because I don't think that you mean it that way, is coming across as a stalker. And I'm not going to embarrass you. I'm not going to make a big deal about it. Stop calling unless you get a call. That's all I'm going to say.
All right?
Is that fair?
Yeah.
Yes.
If the young lady approaches you, fine.
No, I didn't say it to Fez because obviously it's not him.
I have a fiance.
Right.
And I'm faithful. Damn faithful.
So we're all punished for the...
Should I point it out that it's you, Billy?
No.
No, it's just a policy now. It's
all right.
You know what? It shouldn't have had to been Billy, but now, yes. Now it has to be a show policy.
Well, I think the person should step up and then let the rest of us off the hook.
All right, Billy, it's you.
So step up.
No.
12 step up.
Seriously, don't do it. If someone calls you, it's fine.
Yeah.
But don't come across as a stalker.
Okay?
That's my gig.
Can we all agree to that in 2003?
Agreed.
We stopped the stalking?
Agreed.
And Billy, I don't know what you're doing with the blow dryer, but it's scary.
I think he's bathing with it. I think he's throwing it in the tub.
I would love that. That would be the perfect 2003 for me. All right, we take a break, and you know what? I will talk to Billy next. And I'm not going to get into the stalking stuff, but Billy came in here, and you knew he would.
Mm-hmm.
New haircut.
Right.
New bad mustache. And you're calling 2003 what?
The year of Billy.
And you know that it's not a joke, and he does this kind of thing all the time because he wants to feel better about himself. And I guess when you're at the bottom, what better place than to push up?
Call China.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, call China and see if they're celebrating the year of the ass as well.
You're going to be very well surprised at what I'm going to be doing.
We're going to talk to Billy.
All right, we'll do that
about
next.
some of the stuff.
The year of Billy, 2003.
Coming up next, Ron and Fez.
Welcome back. We're Ron and Fez. We are live tonight on 102.7 WNEW New York City and 106.7 WJFK Washington, D.C. Back live for the new year.
Nice vacation for you, Fuzzy?
Very nice. Very nice. I did nothing. I didn't get off my fat can.
Sometimes that's the best thing for you. But why aren't you now tonight? Get up off your fat can and amuse us.
I don't think I can. I think I'm stuck on my fat can.
Here's somebody we haven't talked to in a long time, Fezzy. It's our old girlfriend, Crazy Claire. Hey, Claire, how you doing, baby?
Hey, Crazy.
Hi, guys. What's going on?
How was your holidays?
It was pretty good.
Was this a holiday that you did not try and kill yourself?
Actually, you know what? It was really embarrassing. On Christmas Eve, everybody toasted to my mental health.
Is that right? Good.
I swear to God.
How long has it been since you've been in the Nut Hut? It's been a while,
2
right?
years. Everybody is so proud of me. 2 years.
Good for you.
I think that you ought to tell your family that you've never been back in the Nut Hut since you've got on the radio.
Oh, God. Yeah, that would go over well.
Now, if you just be on the radio and have naked
No, actually, no. Because I remember I was in for a while when I first started calling in a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
Remember?
You were still a cutter then, right? You used to cut yourself.
Yeah. I got sent in for a little while, like 2 Christmases ago.
What did you get for Christmas? Some new prescriptions?
I got money.
Oh,
nice.
Yeah, I'm using the money to go to Mardi Gras.
Oh, great. You'll be one of those girls. I will see you on the website then.
I know. I hope that doesn't happen.
I would have given you Zoloft gift certificates.
That'd be great.
What are the drugs you're on now?
Okay. It hasn't changed for you. It's Prozac, Wellbutrin, B-Spar, Seroquel, and Neurontin.
Oh, jeez.
Was that last one Nirvana? I didn't catch it.
Neurontin.
Oh.
I don't really know what they're all for either.
I don't know too many people that aren't on at least the Zoloft anymore.
I'm not on Zoloft.
Oh, well, I'm saying at least, at the very least.
It seems like everyone we know is on some sort of mood alterer.
Billy, what's your drug?
Well, I'm actually up to 3 now.
Really?
Yeah, they put me on a new one, just like Claire, Wellbutrin.
Fruit Loops is not a pill.
What does that do, Billy?
It's also an antidepressant, which
helps anxiety too, I think.
Yeah, helps anxiety, which affects a different part of the brain than the Lexapro, which I'm on. So it's actually 2 antidepressants.
All right, do you still get sexually aroused, or is that a problem?
No, actually, this Wellbutrin has the opposite effect of the Lexapro. Wellbutrin increases your sexual appetite.
So it's a little like Viagra.
Yeah, it's nice. It's brought things back.
Yeah, it actually has helped me out.
Is that right?
Well, yeah, because I used to have trouble getting off, but now...
Oh, is that right? Why don't you take a half dozen and stop over?
Dave Billy.
Have a Wellbutrin party.
Yeah, definitely. All the cool kids are doing it. I said they put my dad on Paxil a couple weeks ago, like 2 months ago.
Paxil kind of downs you out a little bit, right?
Yeah, Paxil's the one where it takes you forever to finish if you're a guy. It just takes forever.
I'm not just talking everything sexually, okay, Billy?
I know. I don't want to know about
Well,
that.
that's a downer. I mean, that's depressing.
Yeah.
I know, but you're talking to Claire about a father.
Yeah. Dad gets off quick still, right?
I don't know. What was it from that movie, Daddy says I'm the best kisser or something like that?
Yeah, Vacation.
So he's on that, so he's actually become a much nicer person.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, so my family life is a lot better, even though my mom's
It's Christmas dinner. They're just sitting there drooling on a turkey that no one's able to cut.
What the other...
let me drink now, too.
All right, so your dad has anxiety problems. What's wrong with your mom?
She
hear voices?
She's got like the same thing I do. She's got anxiety and depression.
Is that right?
Yeah, but mine's worse because it's like from both sides of the family. But my mom also smokes a lot of pot, which doesn't make it any better.
No, do you smoke pot too?
No, just occasionally. When I'm drunk, if I'm already drunk, I'll smoke pot.
Now, I wouldn't think that if you're taking this little cocktail of pills that you'd even want to have a drink with it. I mean, the whole point about this is that anything that messes you up off of that Fez ruins everything, and then there you are sitting there with a bottle.
Right, you're trying really hard to balance your chemistry, right?
Well, if you do it like not too often, it's okay. It doesn't really mess you up. And I'm in college. Why can't I have fun?
Because you're crazy and you cut yourself.
I haven't cut myself in years.
A lot of people that are in wheelchairs would love to get up and dance, but they can't. You've got to deal with the hands that you got from God, and if you have some kind of whacked out brain chemistry like you and Billy,
it's part of the family culture.
Is it a college or Nut Hut?
It's an open enrollment college. It's not much.
The football players, do they have Letterman straitjackets?
I'm pretty sure there's not a football team at whatever college she's going to.
No.
Winona Ryder goes to the same college, Fez, if you know what I'm happening with.
The Squirrels are the football team.
No, that's not true.
Now, do you do anything weird now that you're into? Since you stopped cutting yourself? Do you...
I've become actually really neat. I've got my OCD has turned into like neatness.
Yeah.
So I'm actually like really neat. I went out and bought this Swisher wet jet and was cleaning everything.
I would love for my chick to get an OCD.
Yeah, I'm so clean, it's ridiculous.
Everything has to be cut so nice and neatly.
You know, if people have OCD, why don't they just get jobs as maids and have a ball? Just clean the world.
I love my work.
I'm a street cleaner.
It does feel good. So now
you get a little OCD stuff, right, Fez?
Oh, I definitely do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You wear things with like your shoes, don't you? Or like can't have who was that? Somebody couldn't have their shoes.
It's my socks. I will put on my socks like at the very least twice, getting ready to go out the door. Sometimes 3 or 4 times. Because I can't have them folded up at all inside my shoes.
Yeah.
It makes my toes freak.
Anything else like that? How about your bed?
With my bed, I have to, the opening of the pillowcase has to face away from the door. The opening of the pillowcase can't face the opening of the room.
I agree with that.
It feels like the pillow's going to fall out and go right out the door.
Are you sleeping on a tire, or what are you sleeping on? That you're so concerned. I think Mikey D has obsessive things. I would guess that maybe Hawk might have a couple. Hawk, do you get weird about anything like that?
Yeah, I always have to sleep on my left side. Like I have to be lying down on my left side.
Yeah, but that's more of a comfort thing. That's not obsessive.
I thought you had the thing of checking the door lock. Didn't you have that? Somebody here has that one, where they have to go outside. They keep thinking they didn't lock their door.
You're thinking of Tuttle.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
All right.
And he used to get up in the middle of the night because he would think that his car door was unlocked and his lights were on. And he would do it like 40 times. And he was just crazy about it. You've got a lot, right, Mikey?
Yeah, I used to always tape the news. That stopped.
Yeah.
You tape the news every day?
For like 11 years.
What did you do with the tape?
And now you videotape the news and you save them, right?
Right.
It's not even taping over.
No, that's basically a homeless person that has a home. You know? That's I'm holding on the paper. All right, what else?
What else? I mark every picture that I have, the date. Like when I come here or when I go out, this is what I have in my pocket. I always bring this stuff.
What is that stuff?
These are 2 little trolls that I always have, that I always bring with me.
I thought that was Helena Lene.
Betsy, let me just say that some of your stuff hurts.
I'm sorry.
Okay?
I have a little evil eye thing here.
You're like a gypsy.
Are you OCD or superstitious?
You're going to end up grabbing 2 chickens and jumping over my fence.
Well, I freak out if I don't bring it.
So something bad could happen.
That's what I feel.
See, that's the obsessive-compulsive thing. And, that starts if you step on a crack, something bad will happen. And I don't know how it started. I love obsessive-compulsive stuff. And I wish I had some. I don't even think I have any. I'm so lazy. I'm way too lazy.
No, get something.
Yeah, it's actually pretty useful at times. I become very organized.
That usually helps. Billy, you got something?
Yeah, when I'm watching TV or a movie or reading something, I count the words on my hand, and it has to end on 5.
I used to do stuff like that with the syllables when I was little.
Yeah, like if I'm watching a movie and a guy's speaking, like Fez will go, oh, that's weird, and then I'll just go, oh, that's weird, until it gets to 5.
But here's
cheating.
Yeah. But here's the other thing. How are you paying attention to Fez with a movie if you're counting syllables?
I do it. It's almost like subconsciously because my hands just move. Like when I'm watching a TV.
Yeah, you don't even realize you're doing it.
Yeah, it's just like you just do it until it's.
Here's the weird thing. You figure subconscious stuff. That's kind of like almost instinctual, like we subconsciously breathe. You know
right.
what I mean?
Okay. Yeah.
And now things that are learned, you kind of get into your subconscious. Let's say like tying your shoes. Like when you're little, you think about tying your shoes, but now no one ever thinks about it. It's already so ingrained in you that you almost have to stop and teach a kid. You're like, wait a minute, how does this go? But what, like, now why would that be in Billy's subconscious when it doesn't seem like it has any helpful thing to him?
It just calms you down.
Ah, so it's calming.
See, all right,
that's interesting.
That's the whole thing with OCD. If it's the compulsions and you do them.
See, I find it opposite because if I don't get it, once I start it, I can't stop it.
Yeah, but here's the point, Billy. And while you're doing that, you're not thinking of your own fat loser life. So probably you're really nervous more about losing your home, your wife, your car, and everything, and moving back into your mom's bedroom.
Yeah, it's easy to focus on that.
You should count your losses.
And that you're focusing on your stupid compulsion instead of facing the life that I would call an abyss.
Well, not all my life is, like you say, there are good points, and I count my fingers good times and bad times.
I don't know, though. But those problems are always still there. I'm just trying to guess.
Yeah, when you brought up your counting thing, Billy, that reminded me. When I go up a flight of stairs, I have to count the steps. Not going down, going up.
Now, do you try to guess how many steps there are? Is it a game?
No, I just...
No, you just have to count them, yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys have no other thoughts. You're just hearing numbers in your head all the time. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, exactly.
And you're not thinking,
You don't
I'm
even
going
do
to
it on
work,
purpose.
or,
Yeah.
geez, I'd like to do this. Or
Not going up the steps, I'm not.
You like catch yourself doing it. You don't even realize you're doing it.
Yeah, that's a good point, yeah.
Yeah, you're like, oh my God, I'm so sick.
And you know what's weird with mine, going up the steps? I don't even have to be accurate. I could start at 12, 13, 14, 15, as long as I'm just counting.
And the odd thing with me is I only do the counting on my left hand. I can't do it on my right. It's only on my left hand.
Not with that nub.
I think I always count on my right hand.
Some people want to talk a little bit about OCD. So can you hold on with us, Claire?
Oh, yeah, sure.
And Claire, just for the listeners at home, what are you wearing right now?
A sweatshirt and jeans.
Oh, jeez, that's awful. All right.
But no underwear.
Oh, nice. Okay.
That's what I'm giving up for the new year.
Oh,
underwear.
good girl.
It's oppressive.
Anthony, you're on with Crazy Claire and Ron and Fez.
Hey, Anthony.
Hey, what's up? What's up, guys? Happy New Year.
Hey.
Thank you, buddy.
I always have to push my bed at night. Make sure it's against the wall. And then I go and I kiss my crucifix twice. And I sit on the bed and crack my fingers, my toe fingers. I have to do that
and then
every
the alarm
night.
clock rings and
the night's gone. And then I have to sleep. I have to fall asleep like if I'm sleeping in a coffin, like, That's
a lot of people have sleeping
every night, every
It
single
helps
night.
them calm them down to go to sleep. A lot of people have sleeping rituals.
Anthony, do you move your bed back so that you have to push it up against the wall again at night?
I have to make sure it's against the wall. My wife
you're just shoving
hates
it up
that.
against.
I just shove it. Sometimes she's sleeping and I shove it, with my leg. Boom. I got to make sure it's against the wall. All right, guys.
Thanks, Ant.
All right, take care.
Maybe that's someone who fell out of bed a lot as a kid.
Mikey, do you pray before you go to sleep?
Yes, I do.
I took you for a prayer. Billy, I'm going to say no.
Oh, every morning and every night.
Really?
On the knees next to the bed.
Really? That big?
That humbling.
Now, do you talk to God or do you have standard prayers?
No, every day's different.
Yeah. You're not Catholic?
No, I'm Catholic.
Oh.
Yeah, I just, my spirituality is a little different. I just talk to him about the day, and at the end, it's like in the morning, please, at the night, it's thank you.
Well, we just proved God doesn't exist. Prayer doesn't work.
When is one of those pleases going to come off between you and God? I'm going to say, Hawk, not a prayer?
No, I'm not religious at all.
Don't believe in God?
No.
Thinks when we die, that's it? Just black? Okay.
Yeah.
Fez, I know, is a prayer.
Yeah, pray.
I'm going to guess Wonder Boy, don't pray.
No, don't pray anymore.
Not even believe? You're with Hawk? Black?
I can't say I don't believe yet, but I'm going down that road, though.
Yeah. Rory's not a prayer.
You pray, Rory?
Yeah, I do pray every night.
Every single night?
Every night. I've done it ever since I was a kid.
I'm really surprised. Now, you do you do the Lord's Prayer or you have the personal?
It's personal, but I also say an Our Father, just because my father always taught me that.
Right, sure.
So
I only had one prayer. Hey, if you just give me time to turn this around. That's all I have.
That's all you want.
And please make the Coke stop. I feel my heart bouncing around. That was a big prayer for me. But, that, believe me, you'll find out whether you're religious or not then. When you did one rail too many. And you're just laying there going, I ain't going to wake up. I ain't going to wake up. And then you pray. But, I don't have a decent prayer thing. Just give me time to turn this around. And I never do. I never turn it around.
I never even try.
Yeah. Do you pray, Claire?
No, not at all. I don't believe in anything.
Nothing, huh? You and
Maybe Santa
Hawk are just
Claus.
going to disappear. You and Hawk and Wonder Boy just going to lay there in the blackness.
Yeah, we're just going to die. That's how it goes.
Yeah.
At
least you did something. You lived.
Yeah, exactly.
You got something out of it. You're still a plus.
There you go.
You got to look. Let me ask you this, Fez. Would you live your life differently if you definitely found out there was no God?
Would I live my life differently? We talked about the flying earlier.
Yeah.
If there was no God, I probably wouldn't fly.
Just be totally safe and try to get as much time as you possibly could.
If I realized there wasn't someone watching out for me, then I was leaving it all completely to chance,
right?
Then, yeah, I probably wouldn't fly.
So when people die in plane accidents, is it because God doesn't like them?
No, he has a different plan for them, right, Fez?
Right, exactly.
For a whole boatload of people, for whatever reason.
For some reason.
I've decided you 500 people need to change.
I was never even baptized. I'm totally, I've never, have no concept of religion.
Well, I can tell your pot-smoking mom's not going to slow down long enough to go over a couple things with you.
Can I pour Prozac over your head early?
Andrew, you're on the air.
Hey, Andrew.
Hey, boys. The only thing Billy's praying to is the porcelain god every night.
He's drunk and puking.
That's why he kneels down every night and every morning. He wakes up like Richard Gere's father from Officer and a Gentleman. Just sitting there in old dingy boxers, puking until somebody hands him a towel.
It doesn't matter where you pray as long as it gets done.
I think I've prayed when I've been puking before.
All right, so you just gave yourself permission to pray in a crack house, a Buddy Booth, anywhere.
Why not?
Yeah, I was actually taught that in rehab. They said you could be sitting on the bowl and it's a good time to pray.
What you've learned in rehab, the rest of us don't need to know. That's the odd thing. The lessons you've learned in rehab.
I've learned more bad things in rehab.
What's that, Claire?
I've learned more bad things in rehab, like how to sneak drugs in and where to get certain drugs.
You're a success story, you are. You know that?
I feel like I do. I only drink now.
That's good, girl.
Yeah.
You got a man in your life?
Good alcoholic.
I got one who prays on the bowl if you'd want one.
I don't know if I have a man. I have a boy.
Is he a young brother?
No, he's not. I have a white boy.
You're off the young brother stage. Like when we first met you, you were only in the young brothers.
No, no, it's not that. It's just like everybody. You know what I mean? It just happens to be a white boy.
I know, with the chicks.
A little too much.
Yeah. Here's Kenny. You're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Kenny.
Hey, boys. 6120.
Listen.
Hoo-ah! Thank you, Al. When I do things, I tend to do like a countdown. Like if I'm walking to another room, I have to do it in 5 steps. Or if I'm making a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, I have 15 seconds to do it, or else the sandwich is going to suck. And I could drag out 1 second for like a day if I have to. That 1 second can be forever.
Now, is that just to keep yourself busy?
I don't know what it's for.
You know, I definitely like to think I can pack faster than people, or you know what I mean?
Sure.
Like I'll get competitive about that, and really think of a lot of guys will try to go, I wonder how quick I can actually do a good shower, everything perfectly, and be out of here.
Nice.
For a woman, like a lot of times, I think they just stand in there.
I like standing in the shower.
I'm scrubbing down like I'm in a car wash.
Or if I do get down to 0, I'll be like, blast off right now. I'll just continue counting seconds with words.
I remember doing this before.
Ultimate finale.
I'll do the thing with the rolled up socks, shooting at the wastebasket, going, all right, if this goes in, then I should get married. All right. Something gigantic like that. But it's up to the rolled up socks going in the wastebasket.
See, if you would just get into that a little bit more, explore it more, you could be OCD.
And then a lot of times, here's what you do. All right, if you miss it, it's something you want. All right, let's go 2 out of 3.
Mm-hmm.
2 out of 3. If I hit it, yes, I should get married. Just ridiculous. All right, thanks,
guys.
Sometimes with a decision like that, I'll flip a series of coins. I'll take 5 quarters, flip them all. Tails will be one thing, heads will be one thing. We'll see who gets best out of 5 instead of flipping 1 coin.
I just get weirded out that you guys are doing so many numbers in your head, not thinking.
Not thinking, doing a lot of numbers, and someone like myself, horrible at math. Considering all the numbers in my life.
I'm awful at math.
You know what? Actually, I got a good way to go with this because it's something I never thought about before. We'll take a break. We'll come back. Claire, thank you so much for being on.
I wanted to come see you guys.
Yeah, anytime. You know that. We'd love to have you in. All right? All right, wear this hot pants again. Let's make a big show out of it.
Pad the walls.
All right?
Okay.
All right, we'll talk to you soon.
Bye, guys.
You know Rory's email, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Rory at WNEW.com.
Okay, I'll do that.
All right, he doesn't answer, but he will read it. Roy, do this 2003. You start to answer people, okay?
All right, please.
Will do. Because what happens is I'm already giving them the brush off by, you got to go to Rory. And then if you don't answer, they've got the brush off twice.
That just doesn't work for us.
Right. All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back. Ron and Fez.
The Ron and Fez Show.
We are back live
in 2003.
after an extra long Christmas break, Fezzy.
It was a long time.
A bizarrely long Christmas break. In New York City, the phone number is 877-692-1027.
Listen on WJFK in D.C. It's 866-277-4969.
Here was what I was trying to ask you, Fez, because you were talking about you count a lot while you're thinking or instead of thinking.
Yeah, if there's like some sort, with me, it's climbing upstairs. Going up a flight of stairs, I'll count the steps.
Yeah.
If I'm doing some other sort of menial thing, maybe I'll start counting through it.
It kind of became interesting to me while we were having a conversation, and I guess I was hitting around it, but here's what I was getting at. We really don't know how each other person on the planet thinks.
True.
You know what I mean? And, you know, when you really think about it, at one time, I mean, it was like the age of the Greeks and stuff, before anyone had ever even attempted, maybe even Romans, before anyone even attempted to read other than out loud. Have you ever heard that story? That when people would read, they would only read out loud. And then one guy, his eyes were moving, and he was making the words, they did not know.
I never knew that.
And it never dawned on them that people could... That reading, you know, they didn't understand about the mind then, and they would think that reading was something to do with the eyes and the mouth. But you really don't know the way other people think. And I never would spend my day counting like some of you guys do. I think I run a lot of words, almost like a lot of commentary while I'm like walking along. I think I'm almost thinking words, never pictures, sometimes pictures,
right.
But never would I just... I feel like I'm just way too whacked up to spend my time going 1, 2, 3. I would go nuts thinking that counting could keep me going. Do you run a lot of sentences in your mind? Are you any kind of commentary?
Maybe like if I have like commentary in my head, I'll be thinking of like maybe a show we did before, a conversation we had, and I'll rerun old conversations or old jokes in my mind, and try to hit that timing again.
So you, rather than trying to imagine something, you relive something.
If I'm more having reruns.
That's odd to me.
Yeah.
I never do it, and maybe that's why my memory's so bad. Why I need Fez to constantly give me everybody's name, because I'm barely in the moment as it is.
If I'm walking down the sidewalk, I'll think of something in the past. Either a show or a conversation I had with somebody, and I'll go through that whole conversation sentence by sentence again. They're kind of like dissecting it.
Now, would you be doing that even while you're having a conversation with me? Can you do both?
Yeah, I can do that. Yeah, definitely.
That's very interesting, though, isn't it?
Yeah, because
that we don't think the same way. I mean, we both have brains, yet and we're both very good friends. But when you think about it, we have totally different thought processes.
Like watching the football games. You know, we're talking about something. I'll think of something that I heard, like on Fox or ESPN, and I want to tell you that fact, but I'll have to wait, through the conversation.
Your own conversation in your head, or
no, the conversation that I'm physically having.
I see.
To bring up a fact. But I'll be thinking about the conversation I heard on ESPN.
So you're basically having one conversation with me and another conversation in your own head, waiting to move that one into reality,
into play, right?
Very, very weird.
It's not that I'm not paying attention to you.
No, I mean, first of all, I'm never really paying attention to anybody. I would be totally bored if I just paid attention to reality. All right, let me check with Mikey D. Mikey, are you any aware of how you think?
Yeah, like one of my OCD things is to put everything that I've done for the day onto a micro cassette. I'm really something with dates. I'm not really a counter. But I do stuff with dates, and I remember
So at the end of the night before you go to sleep?
Usually at the end of the night...
Ladies and gentlemen, Mikey D here.
Yeah, I was going to say that. I came back from the station. I had a beer. You
put that on a micro cassette?
Yes. And occasionally I'll put my feelings onto that cassette.
Mikey's sad. All right, let me check with the Hawk. Hawk, do you... and honestly, the funny thing... And you ought to bring him in sometime, and we'll put him the music.
Someone's going to hear these things. They're going to take that kid from him.
Why don't you do this?
Okay.
Why don't you have the balls to do this? Bring some in. We'll have Wonder Boy listen to him, and you won't pick out the ones like, here's a good one. Just let him go through and see what he can find.
Okay, I go back to 1988 on this. So
all right, let's go to 88.
We'll go back a few years.
Yeah.
This one's from 88, people.
Bring us some 88, 89, maybe something when Kurt Cobain died. I'd like to hear your tears.
It's a sad day.
This one's from 72 also.
What if he's just like pretending it's the news? I'm Mikey D, and here's my life. Hawk, are you aware of the way you think? Do you know what your brain does?
Yeah, totally. I'm very aware of it.
What is it?
Like when I'm having a conversation, I'll try to think in my head, all right, when Ron says this, I'll say this. And then if he says this, then I'll say that. But if he says something else, I'll say this.
So you're like a Terminator. You have a list of proper responses to choose from.
The odd thing about you, Hawk, is that's why we consider you slow. Because you're sitting there working out 8 different scenarios rather than being here with us.
Yeah, I know. That's the problem I have. I try to predict the future so I can come up with something witty, but I'm too busy trying to think about it.
I never heard you come up with anything witty. All right, what if you're just by yourself walking down the street?
What are you thinking about?
Just what the smell like in the city or the subway.
All right, so you pay attention to smells, your olfactory.
Yeah, and I also try to...
That's very rare. Do you know that? But it does happen that some people put smell first.
Hang on, he's waiting for a response to click in.
Response? What if he just says, that stinks?
His list of responses, number 8 is always, how about spaghetti, Ron? No matter what the question is, response number 8 is, how about spaghetti, Ron?
So that's pretty interesting. So when you're by yourself, so you don't have what if I was a baseball player? What if I was a rock star? You're just thinking, that smells. That smells good. That smells bad.
Yeah, sometimes the smell will trigger a memory. Then I'll start to think about the past.
That is true. I understand that.
I remember that dump. Bad memory.
All right, I hate to do this. Let's go to Billy.
Oh, God.
Billy, are you... It is kind of funny when you think about it. Of all the things they teach you in school, they never actually go, here's the proper ways to think.
Yeah, it's true.
Your parents never teach you that. They never think, okay, here's the things that you need to make your brain work. Your brain is just the one that you're born with. No one actually really trains it.
Let's check in with Billy from the film Being John Nash.
Well, my mind is always going a mile a minute, but I'm living in the moment. You know, everything is like what's happening right at this second.
Yeah.
It's like I'm never usually trying to think about too much about what's going to happen or what just happened. And if I think of something now, 20 seconds from now, I'll kill myself trying to remember what I thought of because I've already changed my focus.
All right, but you never, let's suppose you're walking down the street.
Mm-hmm.
You never think, okay, here's how my stand-up works, or here's some, how do you get to that point?
Usually it's, I agree with Hawk to some extent. One of the things, again, in rehab, they said that smell is a big trigger for things. Like, I used to use this shampoo that smelled like...
Yeah, I thought he was...
Everyone else hear it? Okay.
Yeah.
I used to use a shampoo that smelled like crack. And it was Neutrogena or something.
Everything back to crack.
But I'm saying I couldn't use it because it was like... But I'm very visual.
Didn't smell trigger your both wives to leave?
If you're visual, you've done something different with your hair.
The hair looks nice. But I'm very I'll look around. I take in I'll even look on the ground. I like to look down when I walk for some reason. I'm always looking where I'm walking.
Sure, you get the weight of the world on those stupid shoulders.
Or they'll beat you with whips until you go back to your bell tower.
But I will think ahead to what I have to do for the day, and sometimes I'll just notice something on the subway. It'll click, maybe something for the show, or something for me.
I'm sorry, everybody stopped listening to you.
Now, when you talk about being in the moment, one thing that helps me with being partners with Ronnie is a lot of times I'm looking at one particular show, and Ronnie can see the big picture of things
Right.
in our career much better than I can.
And I always see the panic in your face when I'll
If you go too far ahead.
Yeah, I
in the
go too
future,
far ahead, and I'll go like this. And at that point, we'll be out of radio and running a bean farm. And I'm sure. Did you ever see the beginning of that movie, Bottle Rocket?
Right.
It's a great, great movie. And at the very beginning, the guy's showing up with his 5-year plan, his 20-year plan.
Yeah.
And he literally has a 50-year plan. I always crack up because I think about that with me and Fez.
It's fine. I like the part where he goes, "Hey, I'm on a new program now."
But I have seen because I really do think abstractly, and I always, and I always throw so many things at Fez, and I see me, backing you up, and I'm thinking, God, he's so smart, but you just think differently. It's not that you don't comprehend it, but you just overload.
We're both thinking about the show, but I can only think of it in much smaller increments.
Right, you break it down into break by break.
Yeah.
It's very, very interesting.
But that's what works for us.
Yeah. So when I start to talk too big, you're thinking, oh my God, that would mean this many little parts.
And then on the other side, I can handle a little more details.
You know what?
For Ronnie,
I think,
names.
Yeah. If we were doing comic books, I would just draw and then you would come in and color, shade, and put in all the little details. And I'd already be gone. Yeah. Me and Fez are doing a comic book. I'm home drinking. Filling in Ronnie had a daydream, so this will keep me busy for 3 years.
If we both had that big picture process of thinking, we'd be sitting around doing nothing, counting our Nobel Prizes in our heads.
No, just the opposite. Yeah, it would only be in our heads. We'd never get anywhere. Just be me and you on the beach somewhere, and then you know what we ought to do. We'll get all new chicks.
Bean farm, you say?
Seems like me and Ron are getting a bean farm. Here's Jim. Jim, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Jim, go ahead, buddy.
How's it going, guys?
Yeah.
I often wonder, people who speak English as a second language, even if they speak it well, I'm wondering if they think in their old language, say German or Spanish or whatever.
Well, I mean, the interesting thing is, and it's why it's hard after you get to be a certain age, is because you try to translate all the time. Like when Fez learned Spanish, he would translate.
Even in his own head, you mean?
Yeah, in his own head. But a little kid who learns 2 languages at the same time doesn't think of la cocina as
the kitchen.
It's just la cocina to him.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, thanks a lot.
All right, see.
Bye.
So that's why they're trying to do it with kids with music. You trying to grab a 2-year-old kid and start teaching them music. Because, so many people pick up the guitar at, 16, 17, 18, and they're doing so much thinking.
So that way, just get it on a young level where they don't know that there's a process to it.
Yeah.
And make it more instinctual.
Exactly, that's true. It's the process that slows us down. Then you're thinking like Hawk. If Ron asks me if I want grapes, I'll tell him, no, I don't like seeds. If Ron asks me to go to the ball game, I'll say I'm a Mets fan, not a Yankees fan. He's keeping his whole day busy wondering what I'm going to say next.
Why don't you just wait till you hear the question, then come up with a single response instead of doing it early and coming up with 12 different?
Get away from the mic, Banana Nose. I guess you didn't see that one coming, did you?
That came out of left field.
All right, come on over, Hawk. Go ahead. But it is like the Terminator, the way he thinks.
Yeah, it's very logical.
He gets a multiple choice.
No, it's not logical.
No, it needs to be.
No, everybody does feel logical to them. Even when, Crazy Mikey is, been leaving himself a wacky little audio diary. That's basically all you're doing.
It's basically a diary, but I don't feel if I miss a few days, I actually start freaking out. Where I have to go back and I ask my chick, okay, what did we do this afternoon? Because I need to put it down on the microphone.
How does she stay with you?
I don't know.
Let me ask you this, Mikey. Is it a situation like if someone has a lot to do, they got a lot on their plate.
Right.
All right? And you got to get yourself organized because you got to go, maybe pick up some dry cleaning. You got to get the kid at the school or whatever.
Right.
You got to organize your thoughts and come up with a plan. By you doing it out loud, is that you organizing your thoughts and leaving that day's chores and that day's agenda behind and being able to start fresh the next day?
It's partly that, and it also is, like, again, I freak out if I don't remember what I did, say, 7 Christmases ago. Or I don't remember a gift that I got.
I can't remember what we did 7 minutes ago.
So I will go back to the tape, and I'll find the tape, and I'll say, okay, I know I got it that year.
Let's go back to the tape.
Here's the weird thing, though. Let's suppose me and you have an argument. You're going to go home and say Ron is a real jerk, and then feel differently later.
No, I don't normally say, okay, she's a bitch or Ron's a jerk.
So you really try to be like a journalist and just give the facts, not your emotions.
Right, exactly.
Because I was wondering if this was you kind of getting it off your chest or whatever.
It's more of just having the daily routine there or what was done that day.
Oddly enough, here's as weird and stupid as it is, it's almost like a giant piece of artwork now. That this is one person's weird little take on the world for, like you said, now since 88.
All right, let me give you a specific example, Mikey.
Here's the only difference. I've been talking into a microphone since 88, but being paid well.
Sure.
That's a big difference.
Mikey D, the Ron and Festival of Rock and Ribs.
Right.
When I said, Mikey D, please don't throw drumsticks at our audience.
Right.
All right, don't throw wood into the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and I know with you like to do a good job, and you don't want to do anything that throws the show off whatsoever.
Correct.
How did that get recorded in the audio journal?
I said that much to the dismay of Fez, I still threw out my sticks. And people caught them, and I would play the whole process, say the whole process of it. But I will mention, and I did mention, that Fezzy at one point said, don't do that, and I still did it.
But you didn't go on the tape and go, oh my gosh, what a horrible day.
No.
Fez came down on me for throwing sticks.
No, I just said, what you had told me, but I still did it.
All right, so many people write this in that you have the Great Adventure tape. Everybody wants to hear the first day you sipped a bee.
This just in!
If I think about it long enough, I could actually pinpoint the day.
Oh, God.
So
he's weird like that. We'll talk about it.
If you can find it.
It won't be on the tape because that's too far back.
Okay.
That was in 78. But if I think about it, I could actually pinpoint the day and the date. I just need a little bit of time to think about it, but I can usually do it.
All right, we got in. I don't know if this is interesting to anyone else. It's fascinating to me that none of us actually think the same way. I mean, that just goes to show you how alone you are in your life experience. Because I've been with people before who goes, oh, could you believe how mean somebody talked to us? And I always go, no, I didn't take it that way, or I don't let that guy get to me. You know what I mean? I'm always aware that we all have different experiences. But the fact that we don't think the same way is just the weirdest thing to me right now. All right, this should be interesting. Let's see how she thinks. It's Stalker Patty.
Oh, gosh.
Stalker Patty.
Hi. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, honey.
She sees a world of chocolate.
Well, I like to work with my calculator a lot on the train when I'm idling before getting to my stop, and I like doing square roots of people's ages just for fun, or solving math problems just for fun.
So you see everything mathematically?
I guess, logically.
Now, Fez and I have a friend who is a gambler, a real, big gambler, sees everything as in numbers, and, sees it as universal language. Everything is numbers.
Really?
So if he sees words as almost how many, whether they would match up with how many, like your name and somebody else's name, one name's a 5, the other's a 3, whatever the hell it is. And everything is always just numbers with him. And I think that's what got him the gambling addiction.
Yeah, something can happen, where if you're having lunch with them and like the waitress brings you the wrong sandwich, he'll figure out into numbers, like the cost of that sandwich, that and the cash 3.
Right, he's always doing that.
With me, it's my fascination with my calculator. I like to do do the square roots and then keep pressing the square root key until I get it all the way down to 1.
We're going to take that thing and hold it over her head.
Now, Patty, how long has that been going on?
Oh, almost all my life, since I was a young adult, I guess.
So instead of thinking... You're doing square roots of people's ages. Yeah. You haven't even moved on to like a zip code square root. And so, he's 14. Let's take a look at the square root. And do you do anything with those numbers?
No, I don't do anything with them. I just play with the calculator. You know, I like pressing the percentage button a lot to see what percentage. I try to estimate my groceries when I buy them, what I think they'll cost, and I'm usually almost like close.
Oh, that would be fun to do.
Yeah.
It's really amazing. I ususually guess exactly almost, what I'm going to actually spend on groceries.
Do you try and hand them exact change? Here's 174.18.
No,
I'm sure
not
you'll
that
find
bad.
that. I'm sure you'll find that to be right.
And I get that a lot with customers who have to go for the last penny, but I'm not that bad.
He chases them out the door saying, I owe you a tenth of a penny.
I know.
All
Usually
right,
they don't
Patty.
want their pennies.
All right.
All right. Well, anyway, that was my little whatever.
Well, it was fascinating. Thank you so much, Annie.
Okay,
All right,
bye-bye.
bye-bye.
Have a good night.
All right,
Welcome
thanks.
back.
All right,
Glad-
thanks.
Hey, yes.
Here is Shannon. Shannon, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Shannon.
Hey, buddies.
Buddy.
Big ass card holder 18767 here.
Hoo-ah!
Did you guys ever see the movie Pi, where the guy literally sees everything that he looks at is in numbers, whether it's trees, the ocean?
I did
catch that flick?
Yeah, I did see Pi. It's very, very weird. He thinks so much that his ears bleed.
Oh,
But
God.
that also had the thing that some people believe in, that the secret code to the Bible has something to do with numbers. Have you ever heard of that?
Yeah. Yeah.
It has something to do with pi, where if you actually are smart enough to figure out pi, you figure out everything in the universe.
Yeah, there was some kind of key to the universe in that movie, and it was a very bizarre movie. And then it was also kind of, a lot of it was in this neighborhood, like at our subway stop. I'm always weirded out when I see, I don't mind seeing New York in films when things get weird, but when there are exact things, it always weirds me out.
Yeah, that's a good flick, though. Thanks a lot, boys.
Yeah, whatever.
And when that movie wasn't actually about pie, desserts.
Were you really upset then?
Yeah, it's disappointing.
We got to take a break. We'll be right back. Ron and Fez.
Just thinking about thinking. We're Ron and Fez.
Thinking, I call it. We got into this weird conversation because it's always weird for me to hear the way other people think. The kind of, whatever the soundtrack is in their mind. Like, I realize that a lot of people, if they're musicians, they must be just hearing tunes all the time.
Yeah, music must appear everywhere.
Yeah.
Fortunately, I don't have that.
I know when I listen to music, I could decipher it and break it down, where I can hear every little thing that's going on, where somebody who's not really into the music or is a musician can hear it all.
They used to do that to us in music class. They'd play us a piece, and you'd have to sit there and name all the instruments you heard.
Try to find everything.
Oh, it was just one big horn to me.
But here's a strange way of thinking. Imagine this. If you were a composer, you would sit there and be thinking about every little piece that's going on in a 60-piece orchestra or whatever, and then start to write those down. Now, there's a lot of people, and I'm actually like this. I think creative thought is almost picked up somewhere in the universe. I almost feel like instead of it coming from inside you, you're picking that thing up that floats around the universe, whether you want to say it's from God or whatever, like songs or whatever. And that's why a lot of times, you ever notice this? Really similar songs will come out at the same time, or all of a sudden there'll be 3 movies about Christopher Columbus.
Right.
All these years, nothing about Christopher Columbus. Or, next year, robot movies are the rage. Why the hell is everybody thinking that at the same time? And one time, and I don't know all the specifics, and Sweet Melissa who told me this, that at 2 different parts of the world, at the very same time, people were inventing calculus. All the time leading up to this, nobody had come up with calculus. Then at the same exact time, in 2 places in the world where people were working on the same strange thing. How the hell can that be?
That's bizarre.
Yeah.
That's unless we have antennas.
We ought to get
antennas.
Try to get a hold of her, Wonder Boy, because I want to hear that story for her.
877-692-1027 New York, 866-277-4969 for D.C.
All right, here is Sean. Sean, you're on Ron and Fez. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, Sean.
Hey, buddies, 23295.
It's great to be here.
I was calling in originally because I thought I had just this one little thing. Now I'm getting scared. Like, I'm listening to all this stuff. I'm like, yeah, I do that. I mean, I'm with Hawk. It's logical to me to have conversations, especially if I think, like, if I'm at work and I think it's going to be a confrontational conversation. I want to think of everything they might say, how I'll respond to it, just so I'm completely prepared.
Yeah, I think that it is kind of a smart thing to go, okay, what if this comes up, what if that comes up, and I'll be prepared for that. But Hawk is going, while somebody is talking, he's trying to guess the next thing that they say, and then figure out what his many responses would be, and in the meantime, he's just completely lost.
And instead of listening.
Yeah.
No, I listen, but it's like you want to make sure you're anticipating them so that you don't get caught off guard.
It's like a confidence thing.
All right, thanks. Yeah, I'd say it. Here's, whatever, I guess we're all, you only do things for positive responses. But, other people's stuff always sounds so weird to you. The counting in the head freaks me completely, that you guys are constantly counting steps and syllables and chips.
And all that's for your own private comfort.
Here's Matt, you're on Ron and Fez.
What's up, boy?
Hey, buddy.
You ever heard how somewhere in the world you have an exact twin?
Go ahead.
You never heard? Well, my mom, when I was a kid, and I always think at one point in my life, what am I doing, and what is my twin doing at that exact? And it freaks me out. And that there's someone in the world that, because she told me it's your exact twin. They look exactly like you. Everything's the same except for the complete opposite. So if you're nicer,
all right, your mom said something to a little kid. You're an adult now. Shake that off.
I can't.
All right, there's no Earth 2 where somebody is doing the same thing as you except for opposite.
I learned that my twin lives in China.
And ever since I was a kid, I would crack my jaw, and I can't stop that either. And I'd take my back teeth, my far back, not my molars, but the ones in front of them, and I would start to count and touch as many teeth as I can with them. Yeah. And I get mad when I can't, and I'll do it for hours just trying to touch every teeth.
All right, Matt, you're a whack-though, John. All right?
I can't quit.
All right, that's it.
Thanks, Patty Duke.
All right, it does sometimes, this thought will enter my mind. And when you really think about this, and it always hit me at the quietest moments or whatever, but everybody that you've ever met before,
right,
or just run across or whatever, they're all still doing something at that exact moment.
That weirds me out.
And I'm such a narcissist that I can't imagine how they get along without me. I'm thinking, hey, they're not calling? What the hell?
I do it with celebrities. Like, Bill Murray is alive and doing something right now.
That is true. What's Michael Vick doing at this exact moment? Is he done preparing? Is he thinking about Philly, or is he watching a movie? Is he watching Car Wash from the 70s?
All right, here's something I always wonder about. Everyone has their own perception. Like, some people could see Billy as fun. Some people could see him as a horrible ex-husband.
I only see horrible ex-husband.
I think that would be only 2 people. I think there's a limited audience.
Okay. But what do you think, like, with physical perception, does everybody see the same Ron Bennington that I see physically?
Or in the same color?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've always thought that as well. Like, whatever I'm looking at, Earl or Billy or Hawk, they're not seeing the same thing.
Ronnie's wearing a hat. He's wearing a black hat. But, do we all see the same black hat?
I'm wearing a blue hat, Fez.
Oh, my God.
See?
That is strange. That is true. Rob, you're on Ron and Fez. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, Rob.
Now, do you guys ever, you're in the middle of a thought process, you're trying to be extremely logical, and then, somebody bends over in front of you, and then, your urges just kick in and override logic, and it's just so bizarre. You have no control over
when you just think, what would she be like in bed? What does she look like when she's reaching Nirvana? Sure, I think everyone does that. I will actually play this little game in my head. Okay, if I had to bang somebody on the subway, who's it going to be? Like a Spanish girl? Hey! And then I'm like, I ought to give her a little award. My mind works so fast that the whole thing could take 2 seconds, though.
You can't help it, though. It's like you have no control over that process.
All right, thanks a lot. All right, Sweet Melissa's on the line. She's going to explain to us that the kind of theory, whatever that she told me about. And this was the fact that, how could this happen, Fez? Two people in different parts of the world, when they weren't communicating with each other, both come up with calculus at the same time.
There's no reason for it. It should not have happened.
Unless there is some kind of and I'll call it like, an energy force or a river that goes around. You know what I mean? And I always think to myself, like say with songs, that song is out there. And it's like, if you have the right antenna, you're Billy Joel. You can pick up that kind of music. Ozzy Osbourne has a different type of antenna that he can pick up that kind of music. My antenna doesn't work that way. I would never in a million years be able to sit down and write a fun song. That everybody else would go, oh, this is interesting. It just wouldn't happen, All right, here's Sweet Melissa.
Sweet Melissa.
Melissa.
Hey, boys. How you doing? Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you, honey.
Happy New Year.
Have nice holidays?
I certainly did.
Good.
Thank you.
All right, tell us about this calculus thing.
Okay, well, a lot of people worked up to the foundations, but Newton and Leibniz came up with calculus around the same time, but not working together.
All right, who's the second guy?
Leibniz.
And where was he?
I don't know exactly where they were. I just knew that they didn't work together.
All right, so they didn't work together and they didn't communicate together.
Mm-mm.
Yet they're on the same exact thing.
Exactly.
How the hell could that happen? You're a scientist.
I'm a scientist, and here I go to something that seems so metaphysical, but I've always believed that there is some energy in water. And I told you about this, but I kind of feel that the molecules of water, it's like you say it's something in the air, but I think that's something in the water that people have that, it rains and then it goes into the rivers that go down the rivers, and then again it goes back up into the air, and then it comes down, people are drinking it. And how else can we get that energy? Energy has to be passed through one form or other thing. So I kind of think ideas in the most simplest of forms, the way you can tap into the subconscious is through water. And I know that doesn't sound, there's no way to test that,
Because you're saying we're always surrounded by water, even though we're not, there's moisture in the air, water's constantly moving.
Water is always on the move.
I see, I didn't even know that. I knew it. Yeah. I know about evaporation and rain, but it doesn't occur to me that and you're saying perhaps there's energy in those tiny microscopic droplets of water.
There is energy definitely in those tiny drops of water, but I don't know how it turns into the idea energy. I mean, how does it get into the subconscious? But that is one method of transmission. That is one way that these ideas could come from Europe and go to, London and go to Paris without.
That's like, honey, look at some of the drought countries. They don't come up with crap.
That's true. I mean, and Earl, no offense, but those people in Africa are so stupid. They were still bare-ass. They'd still be bare-ass today if we didn't send them over shorts.
They go 2 years without water. What's the big idea? Tighten a lip.
Right.
That's what you come up with? Give the people some water.
All right, here's a weird thing, though, Melissa.
Yes.
We have the same atoms, let's say, and like oxygen or whatever, the same ones that were always here, right?
Yeah.
All right, so like literally, and I was told this before, when you take a breath in, like that, if everyone takes a breath together, you are picking up the same atoms, literally in that breath that maybe Christ put in, Jimi Hendrix, anyone who's ever been on the planet. If there is any kind of memory stored in those things, maybe that's where people's deja vu comes from.
Oh, that's cool.
Their past life thing, that some atom like that touched in your brain somewhere, and you're able to pick up information.
I totally agree in that sense that how does that molecule, like the same molecule that Julius Caesar, breathed in, that's wild. How does that affect our brain? How does that affect our body? How does that change us? Granted, I do believe some people have a different, like some people's brain mass part of their brain is a little bit larger and it works a little bit better and faster, has more neurons connecting it. And that I do think that's why certain people can connect with their subconscious to be more creative, to be more mathematical, but to be more of a genius in their field than other people.
Hold on, Melissa. Somebody has a thing here.
Okay.
I had heard this before. I'm going to let him tell it. Here's Tim. Tim, you're on Ron and Fez. Hey, Tim.
Hey, Ron Fez, how you doing?
Good.
I heard this theory that there's a collective unconscious, and that if you do a crossword puzzle later in the day or at night, that it's easier because people who did it earlier in the day have supplied the answers throughout the world.
And
that's cool.
Now this scientist. Now the way I heard it, Melissa, I don't know. I can't say, but they did tests on people, and while people are doing the test, once the puzzle has been figured out, it's easier for other people in other places in the world to figure out that crossword puzzle than on their own. Well, they are on their own, but like Tim is saying, you're tapping into the collectiveness of all of us.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
I know, because sometimes I do those People magazine crossword puzzles, and the answers just come to me.
Now, I know that sounds crazy because it all feels like we're separate, but if you were far enough back, almost like large enough, we would all look like the same thing to you, right, Melissa?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
You know, if you were so gigantic that we would be the size of an atom, we would only look like one thing to you.
Right, you wouldn't be able to see the distinct individual characteristics.
Right, we would be one thing to that person.
You couldn't see any of the detail.
Yeah.
And if you went to the microscopic level, we would all look the same too. So it's only at a certain distance do we ever look even different. You know what I mean? Like it's just we are the same.
So let's suppose this: there was a microscopic spaceship.
Okay.
And Fez and I were shaking hands or next to each other, whatever. As you went through that spaceship, you wouldn't know at this kind of universe because you're at that microscopic level. You wouldn't know where Fez started and I ended. It would all be kind of the same, right?
It would just be our atoms intertwined.
Right.
Exactly.
Wow, this is good pot.
Now,
I don't normally smoke before the show, but this is really, really good.
Now, is this on the same level of, let's say, someone breaks the record in running the mile? For, they always said a 4-minute mile was impossible. Once someone does it, and other people can after that.
Yeah,
even though you went so many hundreds of years with no 4-minute mile.
Well, here's the thing there. The 4-minute mile was not so much a physical barrier as it was a mental barrier because people couldn't run 4 minutes. But when you found out that people could, it's just like when you were in school and someone climbed the rope first. When you would first show up, you see the rope, nobody would go up, and finally one kid would come up, and after that, everyone starts climbing the effing rope.
That's like on those reality shows.
Except for the fat kids.
Yeah. On those reality Survivor, don't be the first person to do the challenge.
Right.
Somebody had to spot everyone else.
That's right. You were holding that rope.
Spot you from the moon.
Somebody wants to say hi to us now while we're really weird.
Okay.
It's a mystery guest. Hi, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, how you doing, Ron and Fez? Happy New Year.
Try to guess who this person is, Fez.
I'm going to guess. I don't recognize the voice.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. That's the only clue I'm getting.
And it's SP.
SP is the initials.
SP.
Yep.
And Happy New Year are my clues.
Yep.
I'm still not getting it. I'm not getting it.
It's Super.
Super is my next clue.
Super. Give me the next clue.
It's the Super from my building.
Superstar. Superstar, how you doing, buddy?
Good. How you guys doing?
Good.
Happy New Year.
I understand that you made some New Year's resolutions.
Yes.
You did?
Yes, and I gave them to your producer.
Do you remember what they are?
No, I don't. Roy remembers.
You don't remember.
All right, did you write these down or did Roy write them for you?
Roy wrote them for me.
All right, here is Superstar's New Year's resolutions. Number 1, see if Nurse Myra still has a crush on Superstar.
Oh, okay.
Number 2, will Tenacious C come into the studio and sit on Superstar's lap?
That's a good resolution.
It is a good one.
It's a goal in the new year.
Well, then who will I have on my lap? And then 3, meet Sweet Melissa again. All right, Superstar, it seems like all your resolutions have to do with girls.
Yes.
You're girl crazy.
Yes,
You really are.
Yes, I am. Wouldn't you guys be?
Yeah, I would be if I was you.
Yes.
Hey, whatever happened with you being able to come back and do the show? What happened there?
Did you ever find out?
Scott didn't know.
Why?
I don't know.
Did you ask him today? Because I know you and I had a talk.
Yes, I did.
And did you have to do this?
What?
Mr. Herman, you have a telephone call at the front desk.
No.
No, nothing right now, Mr. Herman.
Did you say that to him?
No, I did not.
No, nothing right now, Mr. Herman.
No, I did not.
No. What? How did you say it?
I just said, Scott, I would like to be on with the guys again. He goes, but he said something about changing format. He told me.
God damn it, Superstar knows more than us.
Finally, someone who knows something.
We've got a new PD.
We're going to a less good, no good format.
So the place we are right now, we ought to let Superstar pick the format. He'll do as good as anybody else.
Yeah. But I just want to say, sweet Melissa, she's so beautiful.
Yeah.
Superstar, you're so adorable yourself. I love your smile.
I love you, too.
Melissa, he's girl crazy.
He is.
I couldn't keep his interest. I just know it.
Yes, she could.
Like a teeny bopper.
All right, we got to take a break, Superstar.
Okay.
All right, sweet Melissa, I really would love to get into your water theory again sometime.
Okay, sounds
See,
like
Ronnie, when we're thirsty and we need water in here, we're really thirsty for knowledge.
You know what we ought to do, Melissa? You come in here one night and we'll keep you moist. All right, we're going to take a break.
See how creative we
Yeah,
get.
see how creative we all get.
Let me say, sweet Melissa, would you like to go on a date with Superstar?
All right, what about Myra?
Well, let's Myra. I don't know if she has a crush on me or what.
You girl crazy kid.
You're girl crazy. You can't be with all the girls. All right, Superstar, we'll check on it, okay, buddy?
Okay.
Thanks,
All
Superstar. There he goes.
Superstar, it's our new agent talking Scott Herman for us.
Mr. Herman, you have a telephone call at the front desk.
So there you have it, Scott Herman and Superstar working very hardly.
Hopefully they'll have something for you real soon in New York
Sure,
City.
they're doing the best they can. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. Ron and Fez.
Almost ready to wrap up this first show of the new year. We're Ron and Fez.
All right, we gave Billy a little panic attack during the thing.
What was he barking and whining about out there?
We overloaded him. By the way, here's a message. Peggy needs to call Julie to find out how to get there. All right, there we go.
Okay.
That's just one of those little shout-outs. Peggy, call Julie and find out how to get there.
Okay.
You okay now, Billy?
Billy had a panic attack during the commercial break.
It's just a little hard to swallow because I think.
Oh.
I just think
he's your coach.
You know, my whole idea is like whatever happens to you, whatever you're given, is God-given and sociological in nature. Like I can't breathe in the atoms from Pavarotti and also be able to sing the opera.
No one ever said you could.
You eat like him.
No one ever said you could.
You go through French bread pizza like he does. How do you know? Oh, not her.
Yeah. But now Rory's mad.
But it's just like, I mean, so much I always thought depends on, what was given to you by God. And
Billy, you're an idiot and God knows that. No matter what happens, you're going to be taken care of.
But just the fact that
God owes you.
Your next life, you're coming back as George Clooney.
Instead of Rosemary, like, this life.
The only problem is I wouldn't know it. But it's just weird to think that there's this cosmic energy that you guys are talking about floating around that we're inhaling and taking parts of other people. and this energy that.
What got you? Is it when Ronnie brought up the fact that we're breathing the same air that Jesus did?
Yeah, I mean, and Hitler, like he was Hitler, so you can be breathing good air and bad air.
Here's what I want you to do. Here's what I want you to do. Try to breathe in more Jesus and less Hitler every day.
How do you know?
In with the Jesus. Focus.
Out with the Hitler.
You're praying, right?
Yeah.
Focus on that. Let in the good. Let in the good, big man.
It's so contrary to everything I've ever...
No, it's not. It's the exact same. It's the exact same of everything you've ever believed. It's already taken care of.
Uh-oh.
You don't have to worry.
Billy, it smells like Ted Bundy in here. Do you think you just breathed some in?
I don't smell anything burning.
All right, here Mike's going to help us. Mike, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hey, Mike, go ahead, buddy.
Thanks. This is one way of looking at it. They're working right now. They're working on a formula for cellular memory.
Okay.
Every cell in your body has memory capabilities.
I wish they'd work on a better cellular phone.
One strange way of looking at this is if you wanted to make a holograph, this is off the subject for a second, but if you wanted to make a holograph, you send a laser beam through any part of your body, your finger, your kneecap, and if you dissect that with the other laser beam, your entire image can be taken out of one point on your body. So that little first laser just goes through your finger, your entire image can be taken out of your finger. So it's possible.
Your whole body.
Yeah, so your whole body, your face, everything out of your finger. So it's possible, maybe even your memories are wrapped up in one little A-base cell. I mean, I think God's greatest trick was putting a whole bunch of information inside a tiny little box. You know, a cell.
Yeah, I mean, we literally know nothing about any of this stuff. All right, thanks a lot, Mike.
All right.
Billy,
we're just on the very threshold of any of this stuff.
Right. Billy, we don't have a laser to hit you with, but we do have a paintball gun.
You want to do that?
I don't think it would have quite the same effect.
Do you know that you would be hitting with the same paintballs as Christ was?
Oh, wow. That's what weirds him out.
If there was a paintball.
Do I have to get on a cross for this to be done?
Right, don't do me a favor.
But what about
sacrilegious attitude to me?
What about genetics then? I mean, where does genetics
You
play?
failed.
Hello?
Yeah, Prince Hal, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hello, Prince Hal.
Hello, Your Majesty.
What's happening? Yeah, it's the thing you're missing out on here is it's not just the particles and, the matter. It's the organization of those particles and matter. That's what you are. It takes like 7 years for, all of the matter in your body to get turned over.
You're high. Yeah, we understand that. So, in other words, you're not the same. You don't have the same particles in you as you did when you were, 14 or whatever, right?
Yeah, it's like 7 years, right?
Everything has been physically changed every 7 years.
Right.
I've lost some hair and teeth molecules, but really made up in stomach molecules.
You're more than you've ever been. You're more than you've ever been, Fez. You keep growing. Unlike Billy, you're growing.
877-692-1027 New York, 866-277-4969 for D.C.
Mr. Christian, your time has come. You're on Ron and Fez.
How you doing, buddy?
Hey, buddy.
Listen, this is a little steep. I can't even get over the fact that when women hang out together, they get the same menstrual cycles.
Yeah.
That's true.
What are they breathing in for that?
Yeah, that's a weird thing that they're saying. And then there's also like a dominant woman supposedly gets hers first and everybody else follows. So almost like the dominant woman, whether it would be the mother or the boss,
the queen bee.
Yeah, the queen bee kind of.
The alpha female.
Yeah, the alpha female. What is it, Bill? You have
I think I know the answer to this, why this happens. It's basically your body is 75% water, and it's like with the tides, with the moon, so they all get orchestrated to the same time period.
Yeah, but if they weren't living together, it wouldn't happen that way, Billy.
No, it wouldn't.
Not
but the
every
fact that
woman
they
on the East Coast gets at the same time because of the tide.
It's not the tide rolling in. Unless you're in Alabama.
The tide is high, and so is Billy.
Here is John. John, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, John.
Big ass 27155. Great. Hey, I studied a little Eastern philosophy, and it ties into some of what you're talking about here. It's called the spontaneous creation of the instant of life. And basically what it says is that, the Ron of now won't be the Ron 1 second from now, and won't be the Ron 5 minutes from now. That life constantly is creating itself over. And it kind of ties into that whole molecule thing.
Well, right. I mean, the fact of the matter is you can't step into the same river twice. So you're not the same person, even if you look and are even acting like the same person.
Exactly. So, I mean, that has been around for, thousands of years. It's not... We're not coming up with it tonight, so it's not that wild.
No, I honestly think by 11:30 we will have the answer, the key to the universe.
Great.
And then let Letterman follow that.
Thanks a lot.
With Michael Caine.
Why can't Michael Caine come in a half an hour earlier so we're not talking about, pot talk all night?
We can't even get George Foreman for the Letterman show tonight.
Here is Scott. You're on the air.
Hey, Scott.
Hey, guys. I think Billy's a little confused. See, his body's the 75% alcohol, so it's not during the full moon cycle, it's during the happy hour cycle.
All right, thanks a lot.
Billy believes in the energy of scotch and water molecules.
Billy, I'm sorry everyone always brings up your alcoholism. You're going to turn it around.
Oh, without a doubt.
No, I doubt it.
There's nothing but doubt. You're the only person on the planet that can't say without a doubt.
I have a daily reprieve every day.
I'm actually sure, and you won't make it.
Well, I only got 45 minutes to make it through today.
He's actually on 1 minute at a time.
Mm-hmm. And he's 45 years young.
He's looking at a stopwatch. I can make it. I can make it. Hey, Fez, I'm going to have some fun. Guess who's coming to see us this week?
Who's coming to see us?
Elizabeth is coming from Maryland. She's my niece, 4 years old. She's coming into New York City right now.
Oh, very cool.
So, I might bring her over to your place.
On the Harry Potter train?
Yeah, because Fez's apartment looks like it was decorated by a 4-year-old.
Finally, I have the cash.
Any kids in my family always like to go to Fez's house because it's cartoons on 3 different TVs. It looks like a Wall Street ticker, but, it's just cartoon stuff running by.
And it's a lot of toys.
So she's 4 years old and a big Elizabeth loves New York City. Watches the Today Show just to see New York City.
Very nice.
Because she lives in the sticks. She's down in Maryland.
So welcome back to New York City, Elizabeth.
Yeah, we're going to have a lot of fun.
Very cool.
And it's nice of you to be able to grab the Counting Crows like you do. No matter what comes up, Rory has the Counting Crows ready to go.
They were already loaded, Ronnie, at the beginning of the night. There's always 4 of the CD players in here already have crows in them when we walk in.
I thought it was fair, dude. Nice. Did you see that they're part of the 2 weeks notice movie?
Yeah.
You got to figure that's a hit band. When they're doing Sandra Bullock movie themes.
Well, they're breaking into show business, just like they always wanted to.
So you're not going to call them sellouts?
No, yeah, I applaud them, They're doing well for themselves now.
Oh, sure. They can do no wrong with you.
Here is Sean. Sean, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey
Sean.
Big Ass 1100?
Yeah.
Hoo-ah! Is this the niece that curses like a truck driver?
No.
Which one is that?
That's Steffi. She's in Florida. This is my good niece, Elizabeth.
This is the one who breathes in Jesus molecules.
Right. She's an angel and all the things.
Guys, welcome back.
It's good to be back.
Thank you.
The other niece, not so good.
We're hoping to have on the author of This Book Is So Funny later on.
God. Here's firefighter Pitbull. Pitbull, you're on Ron and Fez. Hey, Pet.
Welcome back, gentlemen.
Thank you, buddy.
Hey, Big Ass card holder, 60... Oh, no, that's my Modell's card. Hang on. Ron, I got it. My Big Ass card's 11925. Hoo-ah! Hey, Ron, you were talking before about the colors thing. About how people might not...
How they're moving into the neighborhoods and...
But you don't see
White
the same...
people are so scared of black.
You gave me the Andy DeFranco.
Damn. Go ahead.
That was... All right. But you're talking about the colors, and when you started talking about it, I was actually sitting on hold to talk about it. So here's 2 people thinking the same thing at the same time.
What the hell is he talking about?
I don't know what the colors thing is.
All right,
firefighter... Wait, hang on. Don't cut me off.
You got to do something quick because we're moving on.
Yeah, all right. I wanted to say hello to Captain Hemi and her sister Carrie and her husband had a baby, baby Kennedy. And I just wanted to say hello.
I think he's saying hello to Captain Morgan.
All right, thanks a lot, Tipple. See you later.
Thanks, guys.
He doesn't have the funny antenna up top.
It's hard for some of them, their first night back at listening to a radio show.
Here is Adam, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ronnie.
Yeah.
Is your niece ready to turn it up a notch?
I'm ready to turn up a notch. That's Fez's family.
I'll be goddamn. They pay us something.
I'll be goddamn.
I'll be goddamn. How's everything with your family, Fez?
Well, my sister tried to ruin Christmas. She refused to show up for Christmas at all.
Ah, really?
Yeah, she's still fighting with Mother.
What'd I tell you? Your family's ruined now.
They are ruined. But here was a nice touch. You know, even though it was never said out loud, we always knew about the guy she was seeing that left his wife. My sister ended up leaving her husband.
And 5 kids between them?
And 5 kids between them.
Yeah.
And there was always the fact that they hooked up, even though it was never said out loud.
Right.
My sister did send over Christmas gifts for everyone from her and the other guy on the little, who's it from?
Bill and I would just like to say. You're like, what the F?
So, of course, my mother screamed, "Some nerve!"
Well, like anyone believed that he helped pick this out.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Police.
So, and of course, Corky stayed drunk.
Is that his way of dealing?
Yeah, exactly. He had the holidays off as well. He works for one of those places where they shut down to retool.
Sure.
Or whatever. So he had like 3 weeks off.
I used to work at a place like that where we all took summer vacation together. You couldn't go to the beach August 1st because we're all off August 13th through 20th. Fez actually called me from his vacation, and I had to do that. Can you get to a pound cake?
Because I was freaking out. The family was getting to me.
Well, you know, maybe you're at the point now where you're ready to leave them all behind and just go at it alone.
It could be. As soon as I pulled up in the driveway from the airport, Corky came outside, beer in his hand, no shirt on, and we got to get up on the roof, fix some reindeer up there. Decorations falling down. We got to get up on the roof. So I already had chores. As soon as I walked in, I go, no, I'm not getting up on the roof. Then I was given the job to go out and check every few minutes to make sure he hadn't fallen off the roof drunk. Because that's happened in our family before.
Somebody spill off the roof drunk?
We had an uncle that went off the roof, snapped the neck. So, roofs and Watleys just don't mix.
No, what are you going to do?
Fortunately, Jack and Coke does.
Here's the ghost of Christmas past. Billy, it's your old girlfriend, Lobster Claus.
Lobster Claus? Billy's mystery date?
Yeah.
Hey, I finally have a big ass card.
I take a card off of there.
16,762.
Hooah! Hooah!
Good, right. Usually I make an ass out of myself on air.
How are we going to turn that around now?
We're going to try. We're going to work on it real hard.
What can we do for you, Lobster Claus?
I just want to say hi. I ran into Al Dukes over at Red Rock West on 10 and 17.
So you and Al Dukes are hanging around a lot.
I didn't even want to hang out with him, but he just showed up at the Christmas party over at Red Rock.
Now, was he hitting on you a little bit?
Of course he was.
How far did he get? What base?
He got to quasi first.
Quasi first?
So he got to kiss you a little bit?
He tried to.
He tried to kiss you?
Yeah.
Al Dukes tried to kiss you.
Yeah, but I rejected him because I'm Billy Staples' girl.
Was there a lot of claw holding?
Yes, there was a lot of claw holding.
I will say this. There ain't a way in hell that Al tried to kiss her.
It's someone impersonating Al again, trying to get a seafood dinner.
Al would just as soon walk into the bathroom and put his mouth on a urinal before he kissed her. Billy.
Okay, fine. I don't like you either, Ron.
Oh, that Fez said that. All right, honey, we got to go.
I just want to say hi.
All right.
See.
Thank you, Lobster Claus.
And Elizabeth, I'm coming home, Elizabeth. I'm coming home.
I'm staying to see the fight between Billy and Al after work.
Sure.
Over Lobster Claus.
Can Lene hang out with Elizabeth, though? Oh, okay.
No.
Freak.
Hey, bring in your crazy tapes, okay?
I will.
I'm Mikey D. Crazy Tape.
Take
Sure.
care. give Wonder Boy something to do. We'll see you guys tomorrow. It's good to be back.
We will be back tomorrow at 7 o'clock. David Letterman's up next.
Really?
Yes.
Can I meet him?
With his guests Michael Caine and George Foreman.
I'm staying for their show.
One of the guests is going to talk about grilling, fat-free grilling.
We're not telling you which one.
You have to guess.
No! Wait! I'm the one who says things.